All right. How's it going, chat? I'm back. All right, you can go over there. We're in GameCube territory now. If you battery, it will go. I know, right? Ma'am? All right, let's hope the audio is working properly, so I don't have to fumble with the cords yet, too. Ma'am? Looks like the audio is doing fine. All right, cool. Well then. That was a thing that happened for the last few minutes. I hope that was entertaining to just listen to me panic behind the microphone. Is it too loud, too quiet, maybe? We'll find out. I mean, my own personal headphones are always like super loud, so we'll see. Oh, also, it's probably doubling through because I have the TV turned on, huh? Hold on a second. I probably need to turn off the TV, huh? There. That should take care of any echo. Game is too low, but not a bunch. Alright. My ponytail came unplugged from all my rushing around. Did I just say my ponytail came unplugged? I meant undone. What the hell? Okay, we can turn you up to like 34%. Don't worry about it, Squid. I'm fine. Everything here is fine. Better. Alright, fantastic. Oh my god. Yeah, I was literally messing with this remote for the last 20 minutes. Which is why I was late. Anyway. Let's make sure I got all my alerts out that I'm live. Everything here is fine. Yeah, here on fire. Whew. Yeah, that was a workout getting those batteries in and out of that controller over and over again. All right. Ma'am? Ma'am, please, ma'am? Gotten all my alerts? I think I missed a few Discord while I was fumbling with that, so 1 second. Let's see. Anything else? I think that's everything. Everything's fine. Everything's here. Yeah, it's still loud in my own ear holes. I'm gonna turn that down to like basically nothing. Yeah, the volume controls on this headset are very interesting because even when I have it as low as possible, I can still hear the game. I'm like, shouldn't that be like 0 volume coming through? Like, ma'am? I did post Twitter, right? Live with something or other, because I wasn't sure if I'd actually be able to play this right now. Alright, live with Fire Emblem, how about that? Okay, everything looks and sounds good, for at least from my perspective. So, let's jump right into it, shall we? This is Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance. Hi, I am Latalis, and I am a little sweaty and a little frazzled right now. If you emblem, it can fire. That's true. Hello, my name is Fire, last name Emblem. Dude, I didn't refill my waters. That's fine, I'll probably take a break halfway through. This one's like half full. This one's still full. So that should be fine. I have 1.5 water bottles. Take a break in 2 hours, refill those. All right, today, Fire Emblem Tuesday. We got off the ship at Benyon, and now here we are in stuff. I'm pretty sure I spent like all of the last 10 minutes of last week doing all the inventory management, so I don't think I really need to spend any time here. Dude, 25 biddies, squid, bleb to you. Yay, we working. Yeah. I hope sound is coming through nice and clear. Everything is working out. Did we have any skills? We just have counter. Not that worthwhile. Would like more bonus experience. Hopefully we get some here. Everything is a-okay. Alright. Let's see if all that running around my desk has warmed up my voice enough for me to do some voices, because we're gonna start reading. I'm here, I'm queer, let's go. Alright, Jim, glad to have you here. You missed out on the first 15 minutes of me scrambling around my desk, screaming about how my Wii remote was dead. But we managed to get just enough battery out of it to be able to click the GameCube icon and start the game. So it's fine. I just won't be able to play this next week unless I get AA batteries, which we'll see. We have a bag of them downstairs. It's in one of those kitchen drawers where you keep like all that junk. Like it's just there's the designated drawer that just accumulates shit, right? Like everybody has one of those kitchen drawers, I think. I think everybody has one of those. Just like, oh yeah, there's like a pair of scissors in there. There's like a couple of like thumbtacks, some paper clips. You know, we all have that drawer. But we have a bag of AA's. It's either in there or in some other place. But they're all dead. Like, I had to go through like 40 AA batteries just to find these two to get this thing to turn on like 2-3 weeks ago. And now these are also dead, and it makes me so sad. I'm like, come on, man. Like, sad days. Sad days ahead. Get the TV remote? I mean, the TV remote also does not have any AA batteries. This is the only device that I know of in the house that has AA batteries in it right now. The rest of the AA's in the house are in that bag. How's it going, Roshak? We to the woo, me and the princess are here to show love to all. Fantastic. Crowdfund for AA's. Yeah, oh yeah, new sub goal. If we get to, how many subs am I at right now? Hey Twitch, how many subs am I at? How am I at 26 subs? You guys need to chill. I was gonna make a joke like, oh yeah, if I hit 20 subs, I'll be able to buy AA's for my Wiimote. Jeez. What is wrong with you guys? You're keeping me at 26 subs. That's what I hit yet last month during my birthday stream. Like, chill. My internal metric for whether or not you're doing well on Twitch is for your subs to be roughly 10% of your total follows. Given that I'm so small, though, I'm like, okay, it's probably more like 5%. So, based on that, I should have only 11 subs. And to my knowledge, I have about 11 recurring viewers who are all subbed. So, like, it feels to me like that's the correct number. Why am I at 26? Guys, you have a lot of explaining to do. Y'all, if we get to 69 subs, we can get AA's for Lita's Wiimote. You guys are way too kind for one, but also we're not doing that. I'm already at 20 subs, so I would need to go buy Wiimote batteries tomorrow or tonight if the Target is still open. I did want to... I posted it in Zero Counts' Discord earlier, but I do plan on, after I do this stream, I'll probably go back live like 2 hours later, which will be 10 p.m. my time, and I will be learning the link to the past glitchless any percent speedrun from like 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. or something, just futzing around with that, getting my splits worked out, that sort of thing. Just as like a side stream that you guys can enjoy late at night while you're trying to sleep. Live stream your AA shopping. Oh my god. Just like grab my phone. Where is my phone anyway? Is it on my bed? Oh, it's charging. Yeah, it's on my bed charging. But I'd be like, hey y'all, it's your girl. I'm at the Target. We're gonna get some AA batteries. Let's go look at all the brands. Oh my god, Energizer. No. We don't do Energizer in this house. Like, could you imagine me as like a vlog influencer? Dear God. Good thing we don't live in the worst possible timeline, although this timeline is pretty bad. Someone stole $21,000 worth of electronics from Target in Lincoln. Wow. The Talus After Dark. Oh me, oh my, Lita After Dark. She's here with Orange Chicken and Link to the Past. I don't even like orange chicken. Whatever I order from like a Chinese restaurant, I always get just like beef broccoli because I'm a basic ass bitch who don't like weird flavored chicken. Although, the last time we ordered Chinese, I got their Szechuan beef, which was more of a spicy option. I really liked that, even though my mouth was on fire for like 48 hours. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the like orange chicken stuff. So I dig side streams. It's like tasteful side stream instead of tasteful side boob. Anyway, that's a lot of tangents. I've probably saved like 3 or 4 times in a row while we've just been sitting here talking. I should probably like actually play the game, you think? Yo, Futon! How are you doing? Don't know if it's just one of you or 2 of you, but either way, y'all are welcome. Hope your evening is treating you fabulously. So feel free to say no, but if I came to get you, would you want to come to NebCon this year? Huh. That is a question that I will have to think about. Gem, I might have to think about that like seriously, but if I'm still here in Colorado come November, probably sure. But I don't know if I'm going to be here in Colorado in November. So we'll see. I'm so bored. We've been here for 5 days already, and there's absolutely nothing to do. They gave me a free rein to wander the temple, but I've seen everything. I'm tired of it. I take it Princess Valencia has been invited to yet another social gathering? Little time off is one thing, but this... I guess I'll get in some fencing practice. Ike, the captain of the Apostles' Holy Guard, is headed this way. Dude, the moment we start, I get sniffles, and now I need to go blow my nose. 1 second. BRB, I'm gonna mute myself, because I don't want you hearing me hack up like snot. I'm back. I'll grab the toilet paper to blow into my nose if it comes to that again. Anyway, here we go. So feel free to say no if I came to get you. Oh, you already said that. Legit, no rush. Doing as well as I can be. RG isn't much of a Twitch watcher / chatter, so just me, Ray. Well, I'm happy to have you. How has Mario Odyssey Duo player been going for you guys? Have you finally cleared Moon? I know the Moon is actually like a really long segment because it doesn't go like Moon, darker side, or dark side, darker side, like gets even more insane or something. Miss be like, it's been 1 week since you look at me. I beg your pardon. Are you and your mercenary company enjoying your stay here in Benyon? Is there anything you find wanting? There's nothing to do, and Mista's bored. Ike, why'd you say that? Aren't you just complaining about that exact same thing to me? You said you were bored and tired of everything. That doesn't mean you should go spouting it to everyone. Oh, you're such an idiot, Ike. My apologies. Neither of them meant any offense. They're just frustrated. Yes, I understand that. I will pay it no mind. Did you have some reason for coming to speak with us? I bring word from the Apostle. She wishes to charge you with a task. The Apostle wants to employ us? Nani? Managed to beat it! Well, congratulations. It was exhausting, but it's satisfying to conquer. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get to see very many of those streams, but I popped in every once in a while. Like, dang. Like, the challenge of that, just congratulations. You guys did great. Because Ike has the manners of a rotten potato. Plan to do a first playthrough of Kirby next as a co-op. Hope the co-op is fun. Which Kirby? Ball of Yarn? I don't know which Kirby's are multiplayer. I was about to be like Ball of Yarn? Or like the brand new Kirby that was announced. I don't know. The only Kirby game that I have actually played, and don't laugh at me, was Kirby Tilt and Tumble for the Game Boy Color. Anybody in chat played Tilt and Tumble at all? So that's my Taco Bell order. Got it. Yeah, seriously. New Kirby sounds great. Never remember the full title. I don't know. All I know is that it looks like post-apocalyptic, right? There is just like broken up civilization and skyscrapers everywhere. Polio intensifies. To be honest, I haven't played many Kirby games. So basically, Kirby Tilt and Tumble was one of those Game Boy Color cartridges that had like that extra like stuff at the top of the cartridge, and that was like a what's that called? The thing that like determines the orientation of a device. I want to say it's like a ballast ball or something, like whatever determines the orientation of the Game Boy. So when you're holding it vertically, that ball or whatever detector in there is like static. So yeah, gyro. Thank you. So tilt and tumble, you had to like actually like tilt the Game Boy and stuff and press A to jump and stuff. Like it was insane. That's the only Kirby game I've ever played. Really haven't played much Kirby either, but I used to main Kirby in Smash, so I do have some love for that little ball of air. He's so cute. Playoff. Momo has a WarriorWare game on Game Boy Color with that too. Ooh. I didn't expect this. Expect what? Your reaction. I thought that you would be spouting and fuming at the thought of working for the Apostle. If Princess Olyncia can tolerate endless social gatherings to judge Benyon's mood and garner her favor, the least I can do is help her earn points by running an errand or two. Ike, they're coming. So, we lay in wait for them here, right? Yes, the Apostle's orders were clear. Stop the band of merchants traveling on the high road, or the old highway, and seize their cargo. This does look to be the best spot for an ambush. Alright. I don't know who we're facing, but we're on the job. Let's do this right. Apostle these nuts. So how has Path of Radiance been treating you? Any deaths yet? We have done a few resets, but I don't know if they were death-related resets. Because we reset, I think it was chapter 9 or 10? The one I don't know if you play Path of Radiance yourself, Futon. Or Ray, I suppose, since you were here by yourself. the Uno of the Crusaders. It was the Gallia map with the beach, and there's like 2 houses on the northwest side, and like there's pirates that show up to burn them down. I reset that chapter once to get to the village fast enough, and then I reset the prison break chapter once because I didn't bring Oscar to recruit Kieran. I forgot to bring Oscar, so I had to reset that to bring Oscar in to get Kieran out. And I think those are the only 2 times we reset a chapter. Alright, no worries, Squid. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your dinners. Pork crop this time around. Hatch tigers and a few crows. All we've got are laborers. We're not gonna get rich with this. Duh, but we worked hard to catch them. Is it as bad as that? I've been selling half-breed for 25 years. What does that fetch the highest price on a proof of herons? If they're white-wigged royals, the fanatics will empty their purses of every last coin. Well, if that's the case, why don't we hit Serenus Forest next time? Might be a few of them left. You've got the brains of a dead wyvern. Why do you think herons are so expensive? It's because they're rare. It's been 20 years since that mob burned Serenus. The herons were all roasted like chickens. No matter how you look at it, that was utter lunacy. All that gold up in smoke. Dull, but if they're so valuable, I'd like to see one with my own eyes. Catch it and put it in a cage. DDM. Think what we could buy with all that gold. A new axe. Awesome furry boots, too. Shut up, you fool. Stop your daydreaming and look over there. What? Who are they? Look alive, lads. They're not common travelers. Boots with the fur. Futon or Rayworks. I respond to both. You remember the beach chapter? I did resets on that one too. Yeah, some of the houses are hard to get to. So I got my sister a board game for her wedding registry. It's called Hues and Cues. Basically use 1 or 2 words to describe your color and then pick from the board the color of square. I can barely tell the difference between the colors on the board. Brah. Here they come, Titania. Are we sure this is the right bunch? This fog makes it hard to see, but their numbers and appearance match our intelligence. It must be them. Well, they've certainly seen us. They're readying their weapons. Very well. Get ready to fight, everyone. Alright. So we're gonna not bring Astrid, that's for sure. Anyone here we care about? We could bring Zehark, but I don't really care about him. We could justify bringing Gatray, I suppose. Just to tank a little bit here and there. I am bringing Soth because he's fun to use. It's my only excuse, is that he is just fun to use. Even though he is a thief that does not promote in this game. Do you think it was the Pegasus that gave you away, or was it just regular travelers? I mean, it might have been the fact that we're like armed to the teeth and we have a Pegasus knight and like a Wyvern knight. And, like, this dude's like 2 tiles away from Mike. He's just like, ah shit, they're talking about ambushing a group of merchants. That's us. Ah jeez. Yeah, we got this dude. Gashalama. This guy looks like a Gashalama. Blech. My name is Gashalama. Blech. But we've also got this nerd. This is Marsha's bro. He's kind of an idiot. But we can recruit him. And he's got money on him, therefore we should. Even though he's kind of a garbage unit. Ambushing a group of merchants, eh? Sounds like fun. When do we get them? Right now. Doubles the effects of biorhythm. It's actually really bad for Makalov to even have this, because his biorhythm goes very, very high and very, very low. So it gets pretty bad Alright, how are we going to tackle this? We got bandits and boys all over the heckin' place. We want to get up to you with Marcia. So we want maybe Marcia taking point over here with her pointy stick. Mia with the Mam Maker to maybe support, take out some of these axe duders. Kind of zoomed out, huh? I do want Soft to just level up because it's fun. So we're gonna maybe try to set up some kills to feed to him. What is his damage output looking like these days? 10 damage? He can do 2 damage to that guy and 4 damage to that guy. So we'll want maybe to bring that guy down quite a bit. Jill can grab the house and then go north. I think dealing with this area with lances and swords is fine. So Mia, Marcia, and Jill can deal with this. Mist exists as a person. That is also true. She's also our only unit we've promoted so far. And she's, you know, a unit that does damage to things. Let Makalov die. We can't do that. Marcia will be so sad. We could have Marcia kill him. That would be funny, right? I have accidentally done that before, is I've moved Marcia into his attack range. And so he doesn't have an AI that just makes him talk to the person that can recruit him, so he just attacks her. And then I don't even think they have a unique dialogue when they fight each other. He just, like, attacked her and she killed him. Like, okay. Alright, Makalov, whatever you say, pal. Oh, man. The Mam Maker, guys. Bab. We have just made a mam out of you, sir. How does that make you feel? Alright, let's see. We can move Jill over here. Oh, bother. Buying all these things is well and good, but I simply can't carry it all. And where's Largo? He leaves me in this backwater burg and wanders off to goddess knows where. Hello? Oh, you there. Today is your lucky day. You've arrived at just the right time. I have something nice to give you. I just got back from a shopping spree, and I got this as a free bonus of sorts. Oh, please, no need to thank me. When you're as sophisticated like me, you never want for trinkets. Or men, for that matter. Well, toodly-doo. Or toodle-doo. I don't know. Well, toodle-doo, then. Be sure to treasure that for the rest of your days. Now, which way to the nearest city? Alright, thanks, Khalil. We recruited you momentarily. Maybe not this session, but eventually. Alright, so yeah, Soth can do 2 damage, was it? Times 2, we can do 4 damage. 4 mamage. We have some mamjick here we could use to weaken him. Just a little mamjick. Dude, I wish Ileana had better speed. Nope. This will get you down to 2 health. That would just kill you. Alright. Let's let Soth murder this boy. Assuming Rolf doesn't crit. Rolf has a track record of critting when we don't want him to. Does the field fog impact your accuracy? Nah, it's just for aesthetics in this game. No, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think this game or the next game actually has a fog mechanic. Because normally in Fire Emblem, fog reduces your vision. But as you can very clearly see, we have full vision of the entire map. So, meh. Right, let's go ahead and pull this boy. I should do quite the number on these guys. Try to leave you with 1 health. Don't know who we would give that kill to if I did that, though. We'll just, you know, just murder you. It's fine. The calendar is empty tomorrow at work, but my peer is already taking tomorrow. I'm really contemplating calling out. But I know my boss and her will know, you know. Valid. Valid. Okay, so we do have this dude just sort of existing. Wouldn't mind Kieran taking the initiative from him, though. Something like that. You exist to exist, mostly. I will raise the resistance of Nephany, since we can just do something with Mist to give her experience here. Might as well. Like 13 experience she wouldn't otherwise have gotten. And now I'm realizing that Gatre really has nowhere to go. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. No thoughts, head empty. I just have like 53 hours of time off built up and I'm like so tired. Valid. Oh, what terrible luck. My sixth sense told me that the weather would be nice today. Hey, grumble it and white and we'll pay off your debt. Come on, beautiful, cop off my gold. I'd dearly love to pay you, but unfortunately I'm broke. Not again. You're employed as a bodyguard. Why don't you have enough gold to pay me back? Girl, when we get back to base, I'll get what's mine. Try to run and you'll pay it paid. Threaten all you like. I can't give you what I don't have. Oh, I hope that sounded brave. Oh dear, what am I going to do? It seems I must go crawling back to my dear sister once again. Oh, she's going to be so mad. But in the end, I'm sure she'll help. After all, it's for the life of her dear brother. Tonight, I will pay a little visit to the barracks of the Sacred Pegasus Knight. God, Makalov, you're a piece of shit. Such a great voice for him. Six tells me that I see dead people by Makalov. No, we're recruiting him. We're getting him. He might be a piece of shit, but we'll keep him. Good job, Kieran. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh no, it's an iron bow. Ike just like takes it to the forehead and it just like bounces off. It's like, tink, tink. Just drops. Archer's just like, I mean, your first mistake was challenging the pointy stick. I don't know who in their right mind thought challenging the pointy stick would be a good idea, but, sir, it would appear that you did. Alright, so... You murder this guy too? Yes! Alright. Now crab walk over to him. The thief animations make me so happy. Little scuttle side to side. Really? Left the enemy with 2 HP and was 1 experience from leveling up? I mean, that's what I wanted, though. I wanted Stealth to be able to do that kill. Alright, Jill. Show me that you mean business by murking this guy. Pink armor and all. Honestly, if anyone deserves the pointy stick, it's probably her, because she's wearing all pink on a battlefield. And if that ain't a mood, I don't know what is. Alright, so we have you and you coming in here. What we don't want is to trigger Makalov just yet. So his movement takes him right next to that dude. Go ahead and vulnerary up. I don't really use much of my vulneraries, but I should probably make use of them more. I'm like, oh, you know, I don't need to heal. 5 minutes later. Why am I dead? I don't understand. Right, so we do have an archer here. Archers are food for Nephany, correct? Did I hear that right? Maybe for Ileana, though. Ike, what is your resistance? You could probably stand to have a board-staffed position here. looks like Crusadermon. Because we do have these mages coming up here. Dude, how dare you? Ike, how did you get hit by that? It is a long pole. How did Ike get hit by that, dude? He was like, you know what? I kind of feel like getting hit by a pole today. And I'm like, alright, well, your funeral, my dude. I mean, I know Kieran can waste this guy very, very quickly. Alright. We shall indeed feed the Neff. Misco! How you doing? Thank you for the alert. It's those rando hit rates, I know. The heck? Alright, how are we looking here? This guy is not a danger to me at all. You two have both been ward staffed, so +5 or +7, +6. You're making your way downtown to burn some shit. That's fine. But mostly, I just don't want to aggro anything I'm not ready for. But as far as like magic users, I don't mind getting a little bit aggro with them. Let's see, what is your range? So yeah, we can move up here. I am going to rescue you just to move you up. Let's see, Gatre can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I put Kieran here, I can then take and drop Soth so he's a little bit closer to the front line next turn. And just move Soren up. I probably could have shoved Soth too. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Who min-maxes their turns? Come on. Have to be a real try-hard to min-max your turns with Talus. Yeah, who do you think you are? Some sort of Fire Emblem Twitch gamer? Ma'am? Oh, Makalov, how kind of you to come toward me.
Blech, they're crushing us. They're nothing but a pack of rats, but they fight like demons. But no matter how tough they are, there's no way they can stand up to a real monster. Hey, you there, release the feral. Nothing. Now, all we have to do is sit back and watch them chew their heads off clean.
Now we have some cats to deal with. Little meow boys. Alright, hey Makalov, what's up? Brother! Hey Marcia! long time, huh? Good timing, though. I was just thinking about paying you a visit, sis. Long time? Long time? You dunghill! Where in the name of heaven have you been? You racked up all that debt and then ran away? You irresponsible skunk! Thanks to your worthless hide, I had to leave the sacred Pegasus Knights. Huh? But why? Because there were a bunch of debt collectors hanging around the barracks. That's why. Oh, that's a shame. Listen, I was trying to increase the money I borrowed and pay off the original, but it, vanished. I swear that just kept happening. I'd almost get enough, and then, poof, gone. You rat. You cheese-eating rat. You haven't changed at all. Let's go. You're coming with me. With you? Where are we going? What am I going to do? You're joining my company. I'm going to let Ike beat some sense into you. See how that works. No, wait. I'm working for these guys at the moment, and Well, if I just up and joined with the other side, it might cause problems.
Stop it, sponge brain! No more lame excuses! Follow me, now!
Sorry, sis, sorry, I'm coming. Oh, dude. Anyway, that's Makalov.
Eh? Did you say cattle? Oh, a battle? Stranger? What? Oh, danger! Goodness, what am I to do? Oh, maybe this will help, dearie. I'm just lying here collecting dust, just like me. Never a visitor. Anyway, I don't know what it does, but it's pretty. If I give it to my grandkids, they might write once in a while. Here, take it. Now do me a favor and protect my house, alright? Oh, my house! Mouse? Where?
Alright, old lady, whatever you say. Anyway, yeah, stuff and things. Alright, Jill, you got this, right? Nothing to worry about, right, Jill? Right? Okay, good.
House? A mouse? What? Where?
Right. Jill has done what she set out to do. She can come over here. Now, just not quite enough to kill you with the Man Maker. We'll wait until next turn then. No reason to take damage this turn. What are we looking at here? 14. Might be able to land 2 hits if we proc Adepts here. It's fine if we don't. Again, we're looking for a little bit of South experience. So we can do 8 damage to you if we need it. Let's go ahead and get Kieran involved here. He's 1 experience away from leveling up, so even if he misses, I think he just levels up. Good job, Kieran. I knew I could count on you. What an absolute G. Man. You'd like to see other stats, but, like, it's fine, I guess. Some Mamjik we could throw at you, but I think we're looking at maybe L Thundering here, just to... I mean, if it's gonna crit, it's gonna crit. I don't think the plus or minus 4 there is really gonna make a difference. Okay, no crit. That saves me the trouble. Alright, Soth, I believe in you. You're going to be the power unit of this game. Eventually. Look at this boy crab walking, though. Like, how can you not be intimidated when you see a boy just scuttling at you aggressively? Like, I don't know about you, but I would be very, very afraid if I were the enemy and I saw that. We have a perfect kill for Rolf now. Never mind, we missed, but that's fine. I like how everybody's using, like, Lagoo's lance, Lagoo's bow. I'm just like, I didn't even deploy any Lagoo's smile. Oh, and Rolf's just gonna crit, because Rolf do what Rolf do, you know. He see a bitch, he feather a bitch. Like, that's exactly what he told Marcia that he would do to her if she kept making fun of him. Oh my glob! Dark Mist, welcome in. How are you doing today, friends? You dare insult the son of a shepherd! I'm sorry, Gem, I didn't mean to. Please have mercy on me. I didn't mean to insult the son of a shepherd. It will never happen again, I promise. Let's see. So we have you. You could be an issue here. Have fun. Thank you, Dark. You can do 23 damage, plus 1 for weapon triangle. Do 12 damage after defense calc to her. That's kind of spoopy. What can you guys do? 24, 25. Okay, this might be a case where Titania needs to take the center of the formation here. Maybe. Can Mist kill this mage is the real question here. No, but I mean, she can just poke it for fun if she really wanted to. If she really wants to, she can. Nice miss, nerd. Okay. The level up for her. She's getting up there in level. Not gonna lie. She just is constantly staying good. Although her strength has fallen off a little bit at this point. I'm not gonna deny that. She could stand a couple points of strength at some point. Ma'am. She's like, you hurt me with fire, I'm gonna slice you clean in half. I like how people just vaporize when they die in this game. In all games, really. All games Fire Emblem, people vaporize when they die. People don't die when they're killed, they vaporize. Let's see, do we have anyone that needs healing? Curing, maybe? There you go, bud. Missed up, and that was the last unit. Hey, you! Why don't you lay down your weapons and walk out of here with your lives? You can posture as much as you want, but there's no way you can beat us.
Shut it. I don't know why you're here, but if we lose our cargo, we lose everything. It ain't happening.
In that case, we've no choice. You'll receive no mercy from us. You just stole the boss's vulnerary. What a loser. She's like, hey boss, let me have the healing salve of yours. Yeah, sure, no problem. That guy just walked into his death also. Can't remember if those Lagoos move. I think they do. They should, anyway. Nearman! He got some real use out of that vulnerary, alright. Welcome in. I'm assuming your name is Nairman, or something along that line. Welcome in, welcome in.
I found this in the river, but my mom said it was dirty, and I had to throw it away. Do you want it? Really? Alright, you can have it. Take care of it, please.
Alright, little girl, say no more. You got it right? Yes. Hell yeah. Right, we're gonna pointy stick this guy. He's like, oh, you have a pink lance? Well, joke's on you, I also have a pink lance. And it's pointier than your stick, let me tell you that much. Hey, we got a Lagoos lance. Alright, so we still got this duder running around, but he should stop moving toward the villages and start moving toward me, I think. Nothing for Soth to actually get a kill, unfortunately. Oh well. Start setting up some other kills for some units. How is your evening treating you, Nairman? Hope it is treating you well, of course. We could kill you, or we could just, you know, spear that guy down if we really want to. Wouldn't mind healing Ike before we move in too much. His defense is solid, but, you know, you never know. Something unfortunate might happen, like a 1% crit or something. Fun fact, of the major weapons in Fire Emblem, historically, swords were the least common of medieval battles. Lances were the most common due to most infantry being conscripted soldiers, who at least understood poke the other guy with the pointy end. This is, in fact, true. I can confirm this is a true fact. Basically, things like swords and axes to be wielded effectively in medieval battle and warfare took a lot of training, but for the most part, spearmanship had the lowest floor for skill of entry sort of thing. And so most common troops were, in fact, spear infantry. This is a true fact. Brought to you by Nearman. Thank you for the fact. the cheeky crit at the end there, but, you know, unneeded, but also nice. Good job, Neff. Pretty good level up, honestly. Always happy for more strength and defense on her. She's going to be more of the type of unit that sort of tanks, which is nice. Yo, Rastifer! Welcome in, my friend. Rasto Burr! How is your day treating you, Rastifer? What are you up to? Did you just get home from worky work? Just got home. I'm out of gas. Rip. Eesh. If you got the income, I would say fill up now, because I think prices are going to keep going up for the foreseeable future. I recommend a little bit of a Philly fill while you can. I meant metaphorically. Okay. I mean, that checks out too, Rastifer, but like in a real sense. Fill your cars now, because I don't think the situation's gonna end in any immediate sense. So, heckin' time change is still kicking your butt. That's an oof, my dude. Kieran can't quite get up there. That's fine. Rolf might be in danger if the tigers don't move. I didn't think they did. They might move in hard mode, but I didn't think they actually moved. Let's get Mia up here. She can mamma maker the hell out of this dude. Yeah, welcome home, Rastifer. Here, let me take your coat. How was your day? Dinner's on the table. You know, the usual. Alright, let's see. So we can... Right, Ileana does not have any fire magic. Soren currently has the magic. We do have a brand new and shiny Laguz Lance. Our Laguz Sword is on Mia. And we got a Laguz Axe from killing something. The Laguz Bow as well. I don't remember who got the Laguz Axe. It might be Ike. No? Who picked that shit up? Fuck it, let's just cycle. Maybe I didn't pick up the axe. Maybe it's the boss has the axe? No? Boomst. Who's Lance? We already knew we had that. Nice. Maybe we just don't have one. Maybe it's in Convoy or something. Right. Can Soap do even any damage to these guys? No? Alright. Rip Soap. So yeah, the boss here has a killer axe, which means we're just not going to fight him in close combat. And he's just going to stand there and take it while we pummel him from afar. Because that's how this works, right? You just stand there and let me hit you. I would like to maybe get one more level on Rolf this map. You're only doing 10 damage. Can't hurt anyone here. A little cheeky little pokey poke here. Rolf is getting close to a level. Would like to get Mist maybe a level this map as well. Might mean spammy Ward or Mend. We have some Mend targets. Let's go for those. Rolf, you dare mock the son of a shepherd? Shoots arrow. Exactly. Rolf, don't take no shit. That's for sure. Kieran just leveled up. And we could give that to Neff. She also just leveled up. We don't really need to level up Ike yet. There's going to be a few more chapters before we want him to, like, max out level if we really care to do that. And he's going to have plenty of opportunity to do so. So I think we just sort of sit with this for a turn. Let things sort of manage themselves. We're going for Oko final boss Ike. I'm just having a good time. You know, I played this game many times growing up. I'm like, you know what? I've done GBA Fire Emblem for like 8 months on my channel. Let's switch it up. Let's do GameCube Fire Emblem. So here we are, doing GameCube Fire Emblem, and I'm having a good old time. Using units like Soth, and, you know, making sure Mist is promoted well before I really care about it, you know, stuff like that. Who do we care about killing you with? I mean, Jill would benefit, but Fire Rhythm's really fucky right now. She doesn't have her Laguz band on either. Yeah, but, like, she's not gonna die, right? Second worst selling Fire Emblem? Yeah. Actually don't know how well the Fire Emblems each have sold. You mostly a casual like me would know that, like, Awakening sold, like, incredibly. Which is why people regard it as, like, the savior of the series or whatever. Fates apparently sold really well, too. Probably coming off the back of Awakening there. But, yeah, I don't really know how well this one sold in the US and Europe. All I know is that it costs, like, $400 to buy it now. Oh. According to Amazon, it's like $395. Which is why I'm glad that I have it. Yeah, sure. You can go for this. Path of Radiance is second worst selling. Only Thracia sold worse. Oof. Rip Thracia. People were all like, Thracia Fog, 0 out of 10. Worst game ever. What do you mean there's no, like, buddy drops? What do you mean I have to capture and take weapons from the enemy? Yeah, I kind of like Thracia, but I can see why people didn't really buy it a whole lot, coming off of Genealogy: The Holy War, which was, this is my personal favorite game, Genealogy: The Holy War, but yeah, I can understand people being like, dude, what the hell happened? Why are we Cavalry Emblem now? Let's go ahead and let's let Ileana land this kill. Like Genealogy more if the master was so goddamn big. Yeah, but you can save at any time, is the idea there. The maps, while extensive, have multiple story arcs, so you could just save at the end of a story arc and pick it up later, like a chapter. Go ahead and get Mist a little bit of experience. You get the design philosophy, just don't like it. That is fair. Yeah. Genealogy, like I said, it's my favorite in the entire series. Based solely on the fact that it does an outstanding job of storytelling. However, it is not a game I would ever stream, because I don't feel like it lends itself particularly favorably to a long play sort of format where you're just, you know, not a whole lot happens between each story beat. It's just like, oh yeah, five minutes of people talking, and then like an hour of nothing at all happening. And then 5 minutes of people talking, and then an hour of nothing happening. So it does not lend itself at all to streaming, but it does what it sets out to do extremely well, in my opinion. I appreciate that our do-gooder, everyone is my friend, main protagonist actually fucking dies. Ooh, spoiler for genealogy, by the way, but yeah. For being too much of a Fire Emblem protagonist. Hey, he sealed his fate the moment he became a dad, okay? Everybody knows Fire Emblem dads, except for Ellawood, must die. Everyone knows this. His fate was sealed the moment he had a kid. Game is 30 years old, people can deal. True, the game is 30 years old and was only released in Japan. People can deal. JRPG parents, so yes, yeah, pretty much. No, I didn't read his lines.
Yeah, some of our customers are nobles. They won't get away with us unscathed, let me tell you.
What? Nobles?
Don't play dumb with me. Take this.
Yeah, take what?
How did this happen? I've lost everything.
Alright, pal. Get out of here. Yeah, I really love Fire Emblem. I play a lot of it on my channel. Our duty is done. Let's grab the cargo and get out of here. The Grail mercenaries have returned.
Well done. The news of your victory is welcome, as is the cargo you seized. About your payment.
Wait. This mysterious cargo was a bunch of really heavy crates. Would you tell me what they contained?
That... Your job was to deliver the cargo. You've no need to investigate further. But Princess Alencia has returned to her quarters. You would do well to inform her of your safe return. It appears the Apostle will handle your payment on the morrow. Perhaps you can speak with her then. I beg your leave. I must be going.
Very well. Bab? Roar! Alright, we got cutscenes, baby. Look at that lion booty. Trying to think of JRPG protagonists with 2 confirmed living parents. Ness, Pokemon Trainer Red in Gen 1, Brendan May, Gen 3. I want to say Isaac in Golden Sun has both parents. God, it's been so long since I played Golden Sun. I really need to return and play that game very soon. As an avid Ike and Smash supporter, should really play Golden Sun on stream sometime. Caca, bitch! Yeah, this CG isn't bad for 2005. Hail Scroob! Caca, bitch! Tybarn Daddy! Nisala Daddy! Dragon Daddies and Lion Daddies. Oh, this asshole. I will allow that past Automod. Nasala. Oh, this asshole. Okay, he really is a piece of shit. But at least he's an honest piece of shit. Thank you all for coming, my fellow Lagoo's kings. It's been decades since all of us were gathered in one place. I would extend my gratitude to King Deginsi of Goldoa
who arranged this meeting at short notice.
It was nothing, King Knigus.
Fellow kings and countrymen, attend to my words. As you no doubt have heard, Dain has invaded Crimea and overrun her. Of course, Crimea is a Bjork nation. However, since the time of her founding, she has made every effort to engage the Laguz with honor and dignity. Never has this been more true than during the 30-year reign of good King Ramon. During this era, Gallia and Crimea initiated many ambitious cultural projects in an attempt to bring our divided people closer. Yet one man has always reviled our work, the Dain King Ashnod. Why he took this recent course, however, I do not know. Ashnod's actions are monstrous. His army has put much of Crimea to the sword. Our people live in terror. Our king lies dead. And now the Dain forces continue their ruinous march and cross the border into Laguz territory, into Gallia.
That trespass, O King of Lions, is because your country chooses to harbor King Crimea's orphan, is it not?
Yes, it is justification they would present.
But the Princess of Crimea is no longer in Gallia, is she?
Your spies are as efficient as ever, King Tabarn of Phoenicius. As you say, the princess has already departed for Benyon.
I know this because she came to the aid of a ship carrying Benyon's apostle.
Ah, so Princess Alincia is safe and in contact with the Benyon Empire. The news gladdens my heavy heart.
I do not believe that I do not believe that Dain yet has this information. If word got out that the Princess of Crimea has been granted sanctuary in Benyon, Dain might halt its invasion of Gallia. Your information is dated, King. Have your legendary eyes and ears abandoned you after all these years? You have something to say?
Would you be so kind as to explain yourself, King Kilvas?
Princess Alincia barely escaped Crimea with her life, and then fled to Gallia. Yet a certain king of beasts here, one of whom she had pinned all hope, chose not to support her. With nowhere else to turn, the princess and her retinue spent 2 long months at sea, arriving in Benyon mere days ago. Dain knows of these events as well, and the king has dispatched a team of hunters to make a corpse of the girl. And that, dear kings, is the latest news, at least to the best of my poor knowledge.
Dain knows the princess is in Benyon? King Kilvas, how did you come to possess this information?
Why, there's no trick to it. I just perk my ears up and point them in the right direction. You expect us to believe a stray wind carried it to your ears? This is an odd tale, Naysala. Do you think so? Well, there is one trick to information gathering that I know. Shall I share it with you? If it involves dealing with human scum, I'll pass. Foregoing my Laguz pride is not something I'm willing to do. Is that not always the way of Phoenicius? To cling to those last tattered remnants of pride? Instead of proclaiming that you will attack none but Benyon ships, just admit that you don't have the power to do more. What did you say? Both of you will desist at once. King Naysala of Kilvas, your actions of late can indeed be judged as too extreme. Black Dragon King of Galdoa, what do you pretend to know of my actions? Please, enlighten me. I would remind you of the Bjork ship you attacked in Phoenician waters, and left stranded in Galdoan territory. Oh, that. Nay, Sala, you lying crow. You've been sneaking about in my territory again, have you? I heard from my son Kurth Naga that a Bjork resembling Princess Kermia was on board that ship. It is true. What? King Kilvas, you? Don't act so surprised. I have no intention of ruling over some tiny island nation forever. I will make Kilvas a name to remember. To that end, no amount of gold is enough. Laguz or Bjork, I care not. If the pay is right, there's nothing I won't do. I care not about the reach of your ambition, but you should choose your methods with more care. What good will it do you to expand your domain, only to find enemies at your very border? I will take your words to heart for the time being. And you too, King Phoenicius. What good will your piracy do you if it earns the wrath of Benyon? Continue at this pace, and there's no telling when the hostilities will end. Until the people of Benyon apologize for the slaughter of our brother Herons, I will do no such thing. Prince Racin of Serenes, are you of the same mind? Those humans burned Serenes Forest and killed my people. No amount of human blood can slate my thirst for vengeance. For my siblings, for my countrymen, I demand justice. I cannot even return to my bedridden father, to our forest home. I am no soldier. I know nothing of war, so King Phoenicius acts in my stead. I am most grateful to him, and I would not see him stop until Benyon has paid. Blood leads only to blood, and violence begets violence. Nothing more. Revenge is simply another name for murder. And you, King of Lions, what will you do about your home of Gallia? Now that you know Dane's feint towards Gallia is merely another move in his game of war, how will you act? They've made no formal declaration of war. Until they do, we watch and wait. If it's the first step towards eradicating all human scum, Phoenicius will help you destroy Dane. No, unless this becomes a true war among all nations, I want you to stay your hand. As long as Gallia is protected by the Sea of Trees, we can stave off Dane's attacks. Ah, the luxury of a large nation. You would waste a chance to expand your territory just to maintain the status quo? Sad. I agree with King Gallia. If we were to form a Laguz alliance against Dane, we would drive Benyon to Dane's side and lose a valuable ally. The flames of war cannot be fanned haphazardly. Above all, we must think of Leron's medallion. Its location is unknown. And it still exists. We know this. And as long as it does, we cannot allow any war that could stand to engulf all our nations. Do you understand, Laguz Kings? I beg of you, do not forget it. Alright, now that I've read all of that, I know why he does what he does, but he's such a dick about it. Particularly everything. Yes. 0 counts. Emblem low. I have arrived. You have arrived. Welcome in, welcome in. This really is just the Council of Elrond chapter of Lord of the Rings. A ton of text for a lot of, oh, well, one guy decided to do something, I guess. Lemlo.
Oh my, if it isn't young Prince Serenis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nilucci, you're looking well. And feeling well, too, thank you very much. This old crow's as spry as ever. Tell me, though, How fares your father, Igloresier? The same as ever. Since that terrible day, he remains abed. He seldom rises anymore. I'm not surprised. In the span of a few days, he lost his family, his friends, and almost all of his countrymen. Yes. And yet we're blessed with you, and that you are still with us. Prince Racin, is there anything this doddering old bird could do for you? Please, do not hesitate to ask. Thank you. I appreciate your kind sentiment. Sorry to keep you waiting, Racin. Nialucci, you can talk ancient history later. Leave us at once. Yes, of course. I'm sure you've much to talk about, much to say. I'll just take my leave of you. Please, Prince Racin, make yourself at home. Old Nialucci's always been fond of House Serenus. When he heard the White Prince himself was gracing us with a visit, he could barely contain his joy. So, Prince, what's this all about? We haven't seen your face around here in a long time. I'm naturally quite curious as to your intentions. Your attitude during the Galdoa meeting piqued my interest. What is it you're after, Naysala? Why do you provoke Tybarn? You came all this way for that? Are you serious? Do not mock me, Crow King. Tybarn is my father's guardian. Not for him, we might have suffered the end of House Serenus itself. I will not brook any insults to him. Oh, I see. So rather than ally yourself with me, your trusted companion of old, you would side with this new protector? That's an unfortunate shift in attitude. I trust you remember that when you and your sister were young, it was I, and not Tybarn who watched over you. Any change in my bearing can be laid at your roost, Naysala. After all, you, my old friend, are the one who continues to engage in commerce with my enemy, with humans. If you were to change your ways, I'm sure we could rebuild the relationship the two of us once shared. Oh no, that I could never do. You see, humans are essential to fulfilling my ambitions. You've changed, Naysala. If this is the path you've chosen, I've nothing left to say. I doubt you could ever understand what it means to guard Kilvas, Prince. To protect an entire country.
King Naysala, Duke Tanas of the Banyan Imperial Senate has arrived.
Bring him in.
Your Majesty, just now, I brushed against the most splendid specimen. Was that a Serenus noble? They're supposed to be extinct.
And what if it were?
Oh, I was right, wonderful. My eyes did not deceive me, no. Those dazzling white wings and that shimmering hair, sparkly like falling gold dust. That is the crystallization of beauty at its purest form.
Duke Oliver, can we please discuss the business at hand? Per your request, we have appropriated several pieces of art from the ships of Duke Gados.
Yes, and you will be compensated as promised. But now there is something else that I simply must have.
Really? Another request? What can we purloin for you today? More art, perhaps?
Oh, something much more stunning. And if you agree to my proposition, I will double your normal fee.
That is a most generous offer. Tell me, what is it you desire?
Desire, but surely you've already guessed.
Racism the game, exactly. And then there's this guy. Yeah, fuck Oliver Tannis, dude. Where would video games be without racism? Wait, what is a video game? A miserable pile of racism. Purloin, that's a Pokemon. He wants the hot bird boy. I know, he wants the Bishonen Birdman. Meeting with the Apostle was fine, but all she did was pay us and give us another job. She answered no questions.
I wonder what she's planning. That cargo. I can't help but believe that there were living creatures inside. But what do you suppose the Apostle intends to do with them?
I don't know, Titania. Are all nobles and royals like this? They have plans and paperwork for every little thing, and their speech is as confusing as it is tedious.
But Ike, the other nobles we know are different. There's Princess Alencia and King Gallia, and the Dragon Prince, too. All of them have been so nice and friendly and easy to talk to. Perhaps the rudeness of the upper echelon is unique to the Bjork class system. Princess Alencia was raised in special circumstances. Maybe that's why she's so different.
Bah! I could never get accustomed to the culture of Bjork nobles. Foreshadowing, Ike? Foreshadowing? Look at that thick braid, my goodness. Dude, Titania is a hottie. No one can deny. Seriously, who decided we should be allowed to recruit that guy next game? I kill him every time out of spite. Same Nairman.
Ike, I'm here to report the results of the last battle.
We got a lot of money! You know what money means? We're gonna craft some weapons and shit.
We suffered no casualties and no one was seriously injured. Everyone was at their best. That concludes my report. Excuse me.
Thank you, Soren. Money, please! Alright.
Daheb, you are from Northwest Nation of Crimea, are you not? You have my condolences for the terrible misfortune that has befallen your country and people. Yet you remain blessed! Fate has brought you here to the Grand Temple Mainal.
Excuse me.
To the splendor of Benya, grandest of all the nations of Telius. By the way, I hear you're traveling north to the Grand Desert. There are ancient ruins there, you know. There are the remnants of a race known as the Zunadma.
The Zonai?
Zonai, guys, oh god. Who come from a civilization that predates our own. I'm sure you will enjoy the sensation of being immersed in such primordial surroundings.
Yeah, it'll be a real picnic.
Oh yes, picnics are indeed nice. Oh, but a word of caution. Studying the runes from afar is one thing, but you would be well advised to keep your distance, for safety's sake. It's said that there's a bandit stronghold near the northwest ruins, and we hear occasional reports of strange figures wandering the dunes in the northeast. Be careful.
Alright, thank you, sir. Zonai, like from Ratchet Clank? No, like Zonai from Breath of the Wild.
How are your preparations progressing?
They're underway, and we'll leave within the hour.
Your next mission takes you to the Grand Desert. You must choose your companions with care.
A desert is just a large patch of sandy soil, is it not?
With one major difference. Unlike sandy soil, you'll not find solid earth near the surface. You could dig and find only more sand. Those on foot and horseback may find it difficult to move around.
I see. I'm sure that Soren knows much about these things, but...
Has something befallen Master Soren?
I don't know if he's feeling ill or just moping about. It all started when we arrived in Benyon.
Oh.
Be that as it may, it won't hurt for me to have this information. Can you tell me more?
Of course. There's little water in the desert and the soil is very dry. Few trees and grasses grow around there, which means there are no groves or anything else with which to provide you cover. And as I mentioned before, those on foot or horseback will find sand slows their pace considerably. The exceptions are magic users, staff wielders, and thieves. Such people will not be affected to so large degree.
Thieves are agile, so I understand why they would be unaffected, but those skilled in magical arts? That doesn't make sense.
I once heard an explanation from a magic user that I know. He claimed that the spirits he employed flew before him, cleared the sand from his path. However, considering the source, I'm not sure how much of that is the truth.
Who was the source?
Prime Minister Sephirin.
Would he play a joke like that?
Well, the Prime Minister is a very amusing man. But please, allow me to continue my explanation. What else? Others who aren't affected by sand are Pegasus Knights, Wyvern Knights, and other flying units. Oh, and Lagoos too. Terrain features don't seem to affect them much in either form, although they will be slowed some.
You said Lagoos, didn't you? Almost everyone here says subhuman.
Well, of course, the Orc and Lagoos are both living things. Every precious life was created to be equal by the blessed goddess. The fact that there are still those who persecute Lagoos in the land of the goddess, it is deplorable.
Are you of a noble house?
Yes, I am. One must be of noble birth to serve the goddess.
But I thought that all nobles were half-crazed fools who can't speak the truth. You seem quite honest.
I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, and one last thing.
What is it?
The desert contains the remnant of more than one lost civilization. Rumor has it the treasure from those times still lie undiscovered beneath the shifting sands. Those with good luck may come across such treasures during battle.
Noted. I hate sand. It's rough and coarse. It gets everywhere. God. Anakin about the sand and the pineapple on pizza. Am I right, Zero? Basically, we need to give mages some perks due to how fragile they are. I see. Can you recruit wholesome mommy knight Sigrun? Oh, she's already recruited. My bad. Just joined. She is... I don't think she's recruitable in this game, but I'm pretty sure she is in the next. Is that correct? I feel like she is in the next. You get Tanith instead of Sigrun in this game. I'm pretty sure you get Tanith still in the next game, but like of the Pegasus commanders, I think they just give you Tanith because Sigrun has to protect the apostle directly. Whee! The Grand Temple, luxury and gorgeousness as far as the eye can see. If a scoundrel like myself can find employment in a place like this, I guess my luck hasn't abandoned me after all. But for all the glitter and gold, there's an equal amount of dangerous work, that I could do without. Maybe I can use my prone-to-illness ploy. Yes, I think I can arrange to work about 1 out of every, 5 jobs or so. And now that I have a fixed income, it's time to visit the local inns and see what games of chance are about. Evening. Ah, did you happen to hear any of that? You were talking out loud. Loudly. I wasn't being serious. I'm extremely diligent man. Yes, I am. Those peddlers you were with, you were in debt to them, right? Huh? How did you know that? When we took out that group, your debt vanished. Yes, you're right. That was a tremendous help. Thanks much. Come now, you can't believe that the world is as forgiving as that. Or that you are so foolish. What? Debts are debts, and you have many. Those peddlers weren't the only people who owed coin by you, right? We can't have debt collectors hounding the company day in and day out. My staff officer repaid the rest of the money you owe. That's very kind of you. It was from the company's coffers. You, my friend, are now in our debt. You fight to repay the Grail mercenaries. Payment will be deducted from your wages for quite some time, it seems. You'll be working for free, my friend. Oh! Until your debts are completely repaid, don't even think about leaving the company. Or getting sick. Right then, I trust that you'll do your best. What a mess. Nuts. Alright, Makalov, this game has a lot of terrible people in it, I realize. I can't tell if this is a reference to Anakin losing his lightsaber. It is a reference, bringing up Anakin in one of your streams. Yeah, we were talking about something. About people getting up in arms about pineapple on pizza. And so, in Zero's chat, I was just like, take a seat, young Skywalker. And Anakin would have been like, it's an outrage. How could I be on the council and accept pineapple on pizza? It's unheard of. Good times, good times. Let's see. Anyone with supports I care to view at this time? Really? Not really? Alright. This will forever be canon in my mind. Excellent. So we did pick up a Vantage Scroll, which allows a player or unit to attack first, even on enemy phase. Mia already has it. I feel like Nethany might benefit from that quite a bit, because she's going to be targeted by enemies a lot. And combined with Wrath, so she's going to be attacked a lot on enemy phase, so she's going to get low on HP. And then when she gets below half HP, her crit goes plus 50 with Wrath. So if she's below half health, she has 50 extra crit chance, and if she attacks first on enemy phase, I feel like that's a good combo. But I don't know if there's any other better combos. Dude, Kieran's Gamble is like the worst skill in the whole damn game. Jill might benefit from that. None of these other dudes I'm really planning to use. I don't really want to ditch Soth's Blossom just yet. Maybe when he hits like level 10 or 12, I'll remove Blossom. But right now, Blossom, he gets experience slower, but his growth rates are much improved by this, which is why he's got 8 strength, which is highly uncommon for thieves. Just put it that way. But yeah, I think Nethany's probably the best receiver of Vantage. Since I don't plan to remove Wrath, and she only gets plus 5 to her capacity when she promotes, she would have had 15 extra space, and using an Occult Scroll takes 20 space, so she's not going to get her Occult skill, because I don't plan to remove Wrath, so I think that's probably the best use. Maybe, maybe not. Ike, of course, needs his Occult skill. Whom shall we level up? I wouldn't mind just topping Soth off here. He got 3 kills last map. That's not, like, nothing. Solid. Actually, I think I'm going to level him up to level 8. We're going to deploy him in the next map because it's a desert map. And there's going to be a lot of units that might be able to kill him if he's too fragile. So, this is why we kept Blossom on him, by the way. If that much wasn't obvious. I believe it's costing me more in the way of a bonus experience to do this, but it's really given him, like, the boost he needs to, you know, actually be a competent member of my team. So that's as much as we're going to top him off. Kieran is probably the closest to a level up promotion, so we're probably going to bank on him doing that. Yeah, I'm thinking Kieran, Nethany, Mia are more than likely going to promote via level up. So I don't need to waste bonus experience, or I could waste bonus experience on them getting them to that point, basically is what I'm saying. Units like Rolf, Jill, probably Soren and Ileana are going to need a crest to evolve, a master seal or whatever. Marcia could go either way, depending on how much experience she gets. She could promote via level up or promotion item. We shall see. We'll give you a brand new steel sword, Ike. I'm sure it's all shiny and polished and stuff. Let's see, we do not need an armor slayer for the foreseeable future. We're doing alright. You're also doing fine. I wouldn't mind having a killer axe on you, although Are we going to deploy Kieran next map? On the desert? Probably not. So I don't think we really outfit him for that. We just sort of... Now, Titania is a maybe. Marcia's a good deploy. Mist is an unfortunate deploy. If I was really trying to min-max Mist, I would have promoted her after this chapter. Because she gets the negatives from being a horse unit now on Desert, whereas prior to promotion she would have been a foot magic unit, which doesn't get any penalties, but, you know, whatever. I just live here. Too bad you can't put him on a camel or better movement in the sand, or a bantha, right? It's really a shame. We will give you the Laguz Guard, just so you take half damage from Laguz units. That's in your best interests. We will sell the red gem for money. I do not intend to use Makalov at all, but we might find a use case for him at some point. Only like a temporary sort of thing. Lith will be fielded next map. Let's see. Could arm scroll Rolf. That way he has access to the Laguz bow and the killer bow for that matter. That might be worthwhile for this map. And... anyway. By the way, Zero, I posted in your Discord about going to be doing some Link to the Past speedrunning today. I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna stream till my normal end time, which is 8, and then like an hour or two after that, it's gonna be like, for me at least, it's gonna be like 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., which I think you're an hour ahead of me. But I'm going to be getting my splits worked out and doing like a couple of runs of that just to see how that feels. And then I might do that on Friday as like sort of what I stream. So that'll be later tonight, by the way. Just heads up, because I know you like speedrunning. Or you just changed your mind about that today. Nah. Nah. We doing the speedrunning at some point. Dude, look at all of these stat boosters I've kept waiting in the wings for something to happen. Alright, time for the most important part of streaming this. Chat. What are we crafting? Coolio, man. I need to refill my waters. I'm gonna refill my waters real quick while you guys decide what we're crafting. Alright, so your options for sword are... we're not doing a slim. Your option for sword is a steel sword. Your option for lance is a steel lance or a throwable lance. Your options are steel axe or throwable axe, steel bow, or fire magic. Those are your options. I will be back momentarily. You guys are going to still be able to hear me, actually, because the microphone has surround sound. A yellow steel sword called Not Ragno. Yeah. That'll defeat Ragnol. Ragnot. So we could do steel sword. Def Not Ragno. Alright, it looks like everybody wants a sword called Rag something. I could just name it Dish Rag. That'd be funny. Make a green sword and call it Alligator Sword. Go ahead and lower the weight of this BB. Yeah, crit on this is just not ideal. I'm gonna try to keep the weapons in the range of like 5k, because you could go all the fuck out on this, right? Like, if it's not needed, it's not needed. It's Apollo Justice, the weapon vendor. We ite with sword though, chat. It looks like that's the group consensus. Shall name it. I like Ragnol. Ragnil is pretty good. So basically the joke here for the not Fire Emblem acquainted people, the holy weapon in this game is called the Ragnel, which is the sword Ike is gonna get before the end of the game. And it's spelled like this. I have actually talked about this sword on stream before during one of my lore rants. But I kind of like Ragnol. It's just like the knockoff brand. Yellow. We like that. Oh, is this the spicy sword that travels through time? I never said it travels through time. I just said it was really fucking old. Don't recall the rant. You could go on it again. I could go on it again. So I think the only person that can use this right now is Ike or Mist. We give this to Mist, obviously. Mist gets the Ragnol, and Ike gets the Ragnell. Obviously. She's almost never gonna use it, but she can do 18 damage now. You should go on it again. I'll take notes this time. Okay, I mean, basically all I had to say about it was that in Fire Emblem Awakening, you get Priam, who comes equipped with the Ragnell sword, which is Ike's sword, which is how the two are sort of linked in like lineages and all that shit. And then I mentioned in this Awakening art book that the Ragnell is the only sacred weapon that you do not get from the Outrealm, and the only way to get it is from Priam. Ergo, the effects of the Outrealm let you have weapons that existed in other times and stuff. But the Ragnell itself, being the super fucking old thing it is all fucking beat up in this art book. Even here, let's switch to face cam real quick. It's all really fucking fucked up. Wait, recenter. There it is. That's the Ragnell. Is really fucked up in this game, Awakening, and therefore I use that as my justification to say that the Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn games, chronologically happened before the Arcanea games and before Awakening. That was my justification for saying that, was that you get that weapon in Arcanea from someone who's actually wielding it. It is an ancient sword. Hopefully this doesn't fuck with my Elgato. It fucked with my Elgato, god damn it. 1 second. Might need to reset my Elgato. I love how in the fight everyone goes, wait, descendant of the Ike? Badass extraordinaire Ike? Or go get him, Krob, oh great leader of ours. Oh, man. But yeah, I based the existence of Ragnell in Awakening that is equipped to a character. Here we go. Audio fixed. It is equipped to a character that is recruitable. It is not a weapon you get via Outrealm shenanigans. I used to have a huge timeline laid out about how I thought things worked, and then the Outrealm happened, and it fucked everything up. But the one thing that is still concrete in my mind is that Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn are the two first games in the series chronologically, from a chronological perspective. Maybe not first games, but The argument is that they came before the Arcanea games, because we know that the lore of the Tellius games is that a great flood happened, and then there was the whole God War that happens at the end of the second game. So we know that those two things have to happen at some point. What was I saying? Stuff and things. And, like, no country really... How did I say it? Arcanea is the only continent we have seen in 2 different time periods. Not 2 different games necessarily, which it has appeared in 4 games. But 2 different time periods. We have seen a time lapse of that continent. You have Marth in Fire Emblem 1. You get to see it sort of in Gaiden and the remake of Gaiden, which is Valentia, and then you see it again in Fire Emblem 3, which is again Marth. That all happens very quickly, but then you see it again in Awakening, at least 1,000 years after Marth. Marth is a legendary hero king. You can tell that, like, lakes and stuff have shifted, bodies of water have moved, but nothing too insane that would be like a geological catastrophe that you would see after, say, a giant flood, for example. And so that was my rationale for saying, okay, well, at the very least, the flood that the Tellius games talk about happened before Arcanea, and therefore before Awakening and before Marth, because in between Marth and Chrom, we don't see the evidence of a flood. So therefore, that has to happen before all of it. And even more than that, I talked about how Priam has the Ragnell, and it is even more beat up in Priam's hands than it ever was when Ike had it. When Ike has it, it's still really fucking old, but it's not that beat up. And therefore, I use that to postulate that the games in Tellius happened before anything in Arcanea. And that's the only piece of my timeline that's still intact. And I don't know how I feel about that, but the fact that you can't get the Ragnell by any other means, Outrealm or otherwise, suggests to me that because that weapon still exists in the actual world, like, it has not been lost to history or time or anything. It still exists in time, in space. Someone has it. It can never be obtained via Outrealm shenanigans, is what I'm saying. But whereas you can get the other things, you can get the Tyrfing, you can get the Durandal, you can get the Armads, you can get all these weapons that are sacred weapons from all across Fire Emblem, but the one you cannot get is Ragnell. And anyway, that is my rant. I am sorry for going off. You got me started, chat. The rule number 1: never get Litalis started. Okay, never get Litalis started. Okay, I took notes. Fire Emblem Awakening. Priam has Ragnell, which is Ike's sword, which comes equipped, but in art book is all beat up and shit. The Outrealm gives shenanigans. Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn take place before Arcanea timeline. See evidence of Great Flood and God War, and Arcanea has showed up in 2 different time periods. Marth and Fire Emblem 1 and 3, and then Awakening 1,000 years later. Bodies of water have shifted, but nothing crazy like a flood occurs before Arcanea and Marth. Exactly. Yeah. I'm all about nerding out. Nerd rage included. Yes, okay. Jem, you did good taking notes. Good job. I'm proud of you. Yes, so because we have seen I wish I had giant, like, poster maps. I'm sure I could buy some. But because we have seen a continent that is labeled to be the same continent, the continent in Marth's game and the continent in Chrom's game are both Arcanea. And we know this because the lineage of Marth's dynasty has carried on into Chrom. Chrom is a very, 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 very distant descendant. And he has the falchion, which is Marth's sword, which again is another weapon you cannot obtain via Outrealm shenanigans unless you count Lucina. But it's still the same falchion, it's just time displaced because of timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly Outrealm bullshit. But the falchion is still the falchion. Arcanea is still Arcanea. And because we have this huge time displacement, we know that the flood didn't happen between those two games. If nothing else, this giant flood that happened when the Goddess of Order and the Goddess of Chaos decided that they're going to throw a hissy fit, which caused a flood and resulted in the Goddess of Chaos being sealed in Laron's medallion, which we just learned about from King of Goldoa. We know that that had to have happened before Marth's game. At the very least, before Marth's game, that had to have happened. Assuming they're all interconnected, which this theory obviously does. You could also argue, oh, well, they're all in different, like, they don't take place in the same world, streamer. Obviously, developer intentions, blah, blah, blah. Fuck, shut up! I'm the captain now. If I say they're all on the same world, then they are. Anyway, yeah, there's no evidence of a massive flood to affect the geography of Arcanea in between those two time periods. Anyway, look, if the Zelda has a timeline, Fire Emblem can too. Exactly. Do you think Dorcas got time displaced also? I mean, I know that he exists in the Outrealm as a unit. He exists in Fire Emblem Heroes, which is kind of the epitome of what the Outrealm even is, I guess. Where does Heroes fit into all this? I don't know. Don't talk about Heroes, Latalis. Please. Oh. Anyway. I mean, look at how long the Zelda timeline wasn't actually a thing. Gacha games never count. I mean, that is true. That is true. That I would never count Fire Emblem Heroes when I'm thinking about crafting a timeline. However, the Outrealm and what it implies basically suggests the existence of Fire Emblem Heroes. Whether or not that's actually canon or not, like Heroes itself being canon, probably not, but like some equivalent entity to what Fire Emblem Heroes represents is sort of, you know, the fact that the Outrealm is even a thing pisses me off. Please, God. Don't even get me started on Fates. No one knows anything about what's going on in Fates. Like, no one understands. Anyway. What was I saying? Anyway, let's just keep going here before I cry. Fire Emblem Heroes is decidedly not canon, like Hyrule Warriors. I mean, yeah, and Fire Emblem Warriors also is not canon. But also Fire Emblem Three Houses doesn't really have a canonical ending, unless you go for Silver Snow, which I guess would be the most canonical ending if you really, like, tried to figure that out. Maybe. It's the path where Byleth chooses no one. Probably has the argument of being most canon, but like, ugh. So Fire Emblem Three Hopes, the next Warriors game, is just like, oh yeah, what if we threw in another timeline in there yet too, just to fuck with ya? Oh. Anyway, that's it. My timeline did not extend beyond Awakening anyway. I was just super confused on how to handle the Outrealm, but at least, if nothing else, the Outrealm gave me the evidence I needed to state that Ragnell existed in the world, but never in the Outrealm for some reason. Like, it's all weird, dude. I don't know. I just work here. I'm just a streamer. You're just here to listen to me bitch about things. I don't know. Don't at me on Twitter. I mean, you can at me on Twitter. My Twitter should be linked in my description below, but like, you can cancel me on Twitter, be like, Latalis has bad Fire Emblem takes. I'll be like, you're not wrong. If you had the chance to change your Fire Emblem fates, would you? I'm confused by what you're asking, Gem. I'm very confused by what you're trying to ask. If I could change the game Fire Emblem Fates? Or are you trying to make a joke about changing one's fates? Or what? I am mucho confused about the Brave Disney movie. I mean, I guess. Oh boy, time for the most kind dang it part of this game. It's a line from Merida. I know, but it's also like the premise of Fire Emblem Fates, so like I don't really know what you're going for unless you spell it out like that. I've seen Brave, but it's also a very common phrase to change your fate. Like, it wasn't coined by Merida in Brave. Right? I'm just... Excuse me for being confused. Tell me, Soren, are you alright? Recently, ever since we reached Benyon, in fact, you seem depressed. Is that so? How odd. Well, I can think of nothing specific that's bothering me. Well, if you say so. So, it's time for the desert. Which is the best direction to enter from? Soren? What? Yes, what is it? Alright. I know there's something going on. I'm sorry, I was thinking... What is it you wanted? Well, I was going to ask you for directions, but it's no longer necessary. Looks like we've been met. Who are you? Answer me! We're mercenaries. We were hired to take care of a group of bandits operating in this area. More of the Senator's dogs. He cast us as thieves so you can murder us and hide your guilt, but none will be defeated. Mark my words, the day will come when all slaves are free, and then you will pay for your crimes. What on earth are you talking about? No more useless words. Come, my brothers, take them. Oh, Tormod. Rawr! He's green, Tiger. What? We're facing Lagoos? I don't like the look of this. Lagoos, or no, it doesn't change the fact that they're brigands. Do not lower your guard. I know what I'm doing. Everyone, watch your footing in the sand. Take care and fight well. There you have it. Alright, Kieran, you're gonna get too slowed down. Mist might be a leave behind. We'll maybe bring Riss temporarily. Reese. We did level them up a little bit. It's like, he's not bad to bring. Makalov, of course, gets to stay behind. Gatre gets to stay behind. We got Leaf. I mean, if I had to, I guess I would bring Mist and Kieran. I don't really want to bring anyone else. Whatever. Alright, so we do need to outfit Reese then, because he's got, like, literally nothing. He's had literally nothing equipped for way too long. Alright, reposition. So we are going to recruit Stefan, obviously. He is the most badass man imaginable. Okay, so we do have these guys over here. I think I want my flyers to support Leaf on her way. We'll do something like this. Lead with Nephany and Mia over here. My magic users can run as far as they need to, so that this looks good. I don't know. Oh, this is probably good. Now to send one of 2 units, we have to one specific tile, way out of the way. Basically, doesn't help use completely. Yeah, it's all the way away, but I know which tile it is. I also know that the Prima guide never tells you about the guard scroll. I'm pretty sure it's here. is where the guard scroll is. Yeah, the Primo guide that I got when I was like 10 didn't have that on the frickin' guidebook. But I found it on accident, basically. I found it by mere coincidence. And now I know where it is. I don't know if it's a very good skill, it just sort of exists, but... I'm smarter than the Primo guide, so fuck off. Marcia, you're gonna really need to pick up the slack, my girl. Attacking you would be a bad idea, I think. Not all of these guys are gonna transform right away, but like some of them are. You're not. You will. You won't. I don't think attacking you would make you transform next turn, but I almost got this raven, I think. Or is this a crow or a hawk? Not sure. Like basically, this chapter comes down to what is the enemy's movement. How to judge enemy movement at a glance 101. Oh, hey, we got a coin. You'll love to see it. You got a coin, fam. Alright, Mist can probably handle herself if needed. Alright, do I trust Soth to handle this by himself? He's got 9 defense and a Lagoose Guard. You won't transform. You won't transform. You're going to. I know that much. That's 6. Remember how much damage Beak does, per se? It might be too much for Soth. We'll send Jill after him. They're both from Dan. They can protect each other. Sure. Meow. Yeah. Oh no. Who let out the cat boys? You do quite a bit of damage to these guys when they're untransformed. If nothing else, we can just set up hills for Soth to get some juicy experience. I don't really know how much his level will transfer into the next game, but I mean, you really never hate to have a strong Soth going into Radiant Dawn, do you? I'm sure, I think it's that the transfer bonus is things like support rankings, weapon levels, and like overall stats factor into things that get changed or like improved when you transfer your save file. So, we'll see. Probably don't really need to use the pointy stick here, but we'll use the pointy stick. You can transfer units. You can transfer your save. It's like, because this is on GameCube, the next one's on Wii, you have your GameCube save card, you just plug it in, select a completed game, and it will transfer over things like things that made your playthrough unique. So what supports you tried to do, if you get anyone up to a C rank support, I guess a good example of that would be like Mist and Jill. If I got them all the way up to an A rank support, during the transfer over process of using a completed save going into a fresh new game, into the next game, this would turn into a special type of support called a bond, wherein those two units, when placed near each other, have stronger bonuses than typical supports, because that game, of course, has its own supports. So any supports in this game that get high enough transfer into a bond. I think characters can have... Some characters have pre-existing bonds. Other characters will be able to just receive bonds. And they're nice stat boosts, and it's kind of a cool mechanic, I think. I don't know. I think it's cool. This is basically what it comes down to, is I think it's neat. You guys can't tell me that I can't think that, alright? Vitalis, no one was saying that. Bab! Don't test me. We're just gonna creep along slowly here, I think. But yeah, you don't transfer the units per se. You're gonna just encounter these same units in the next game, living their own lives, doing their own thing, and they'll have the benefits of their experiences in this game. It's one of the more unique sort of save transfers that I've seen. Nice one, Ike. Because like most of the time it's just like, oh yeah, transfer your save. You might get like, oh, you beat the game, here, have some special unique items, or you know, something like that, which isn't that useful in my opinion. It's just like, oh neat, I got like a promotional item because I played the other game and I beat it. Now, this one, it actually matters, which is kind of cool. Like I said, I'm pretty sure stats factor in as well. Like if you level up a unit in this game and its stats are much higher than the base stats of the unit in the next game. So, for example, Jill. She comes back in the next game as a promoted Wyvern Knight. And she's got bases of her own, different stats and stuff, different weapon ranks. And I'm pretty sure if you level up a unit in this game, so say I leveled her up to level 20, promoted her and got her to level 20 again, and she maxed out a bunch of her stats, I'm pretty sure, and you may absolutely fact check me on this, I'm probably incredibly wrong, I'm pretty sure Radiant Dawn will read your save file and split the difference on those stats. So if, say, just assume she had these stats in the next game, 12-1, 12, 11-6, 11-3, like personal data. Let's assume those were her bases in the next game. If I transferred my save over and she had, say, 16 speed instead of 11, I'm pretty sure that transfer data will split the difference rounding down. So I think she would come with 13 speed instead. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm probably very wrong. That might only factor into units that take part in the final battle, but I don't know, there's so much that happens with this game that I just don't really understand, that I'm just like, I'm just spitballing, really. Like, don't pay attention to me. Don't pay attention to the Latalis behind the curtain. Either way, all I know is that this save transfer is very unique. The thing I only know concretely is that the bond mechanic, and I will be playing Radiant Dawn after I beat this game, like immediately following. So we will be able to judge and see whether or not it actually worked that way. I do need to get double A's for my Wiimote, of course, before we do that. I need to get batteries for my Wiimote before next week, if I want to play this game next week. So yeah, you're going to attack. You're going to do 19 damage, minus 9, which is 10, and then that'll be halved again by the Lagoon Guard. You'll take 5 damage. That's like nothing. That's fine with me. Yo, dog. That's like fine with me or something or other. I don't know. Just a little puff of air to knock down this burb. Pop. Caw. Dude, I do not remember where all of the stuff on this map are, but I'm pretty sure there are boots hidden somewhere in this map. Is the Primo Guide on my shelf somewhere? It's probably my closet. Yeah, it's not on my shelf. Like, I could look up where all the items are. Excuse me, if I really wanted to. But that's cheating. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think you guys really care. I would rather take you out and let Lith keep moving. So who's the fireman character you have the biggest love-hate relationship with? Define love-hate in this context. Like, that I love character-wise, but hate, like, mechanically or stats-wise, or, like, I hate personality-wise. but like stat-wise. Or either, or both. Like, I don't know. Like, love to hate. Gem, you're asking a person who is ace what characters they love, okay? I'm gonna need some explanation of what you're asking me, alright? Alright, glad we're on the same page now. Oof. Yikes. My girl Marcia getting booty bop here. Bang, marry, kill. Bang, none. Okay, cool. So, like, you hate them so much, it gives you joy to watch them die on the field or something. So you want to know who my least favorite villain is what you're asking me. Because obviously it's just Tannis. that would be the obvious answer to that question. Any character at all, I get that. I'm just very confused by what you're asking. Like, I hear the phrase love-hate, and I'm just like, okay. What does that mean? Hey, brain. Give me a hand here. Ah, we're not even in range to heal you. What the heck? Jafar, Hector, Urk. Is that in response to Rastifer, or are those just examples of characters you love to hate? Ma'am? Get him, Jill! Often used to describe a love-hate or teasing relationship between people. Someone says they love to hate each other, it means that the individuals involved have a relationship where they pretend to dislike each other more than they actually do, purely for the fun of it. So basically me and Rastifer. And Marsh. Me, Rastifer, and Marsh when we're in the same voice call. It's basically what you just described. Ooh. Soth existing is the pog juice I needed in my life. I'm glad Soth exists. Like, I don't know how I would describe a Fire Emblem character in that way, because, like, I don't have that relationship with the characters in this game, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I don't know, it just kind of feels weird to prescribe that sort of meaning to a character. Am I the weird one? I'm probably the weird one on this, huh? Probably the weird one. We'll go ahead and put you there so you can hear Marcia next turn. Like, you're asking me who I like to see die in video game? Like, it mostly just the enemies? I don't really think anyone in the player army typically deserves to die. Maybe Jafar, like Ashen said, could be argued. That because he, you know, murders waifu Layla and all that stuff, and then he joins you, and everybody's just like, this is fine, except for Hector, who's just like, piece of shit, I'm gonna snap your neck and your sleep. But, like, yeah. Unless you're asking me who's dynamic, I think, of that. Like, whose love-hate dynamic I like best. In which case, I might have an actual answer. Because, like, characters definitely have love-hate dynamics between each other. Is that what you're asking me? I would marry Bang Like, it all depends on what you're asking me, really, and I still don't even understand what you're asking me. Long story short, Latalis is dumb, and you need to spell it out even more than that. I'm sorry. Nice silver blade. And after that, I would marry Hector because he would be jealous, and I would be okay with that because he is Lord. Alright, Ike, you just sort of keep moving menacingly toward that raven. That's fine with me. Doo-doo. Yeah, let's see. Fuck, marry, kill, Fire Emblem Edition. I mean, I could cop out and be like, none. I would never fuck any of them. But you guys aren't gonna stand for that. So I have to be creative. Are we talking only recruitable here? Only recruitable units. Fuck, marry, kill. And let's limit it to this game since it's the game I'm playing. I don't know. Who looks like they're the most fun to fuck? Probably Mia, if I had to guess. She looks like she'd be an animal. Right? Like, I'm gonna do it. I might as well have a good time, even if I'm not really happy about it. So, you know, she would be my choice, I guess. She could make a ma'am out of me. I would maybe marry Titania because she is, like, extreme wife material. Like, she's extremely responsible, she's independent, she has a job that pays well. Like, come on. If you wanted a mommy, feels gross to say. Okay, if you wanted a hottie to marry, I think Titania would be a good choice. Otherwise, I'd maybe say Ileana because all she likes to do is eat, and I love to eat, so... She seems like she'd be a lot of fun to just sort of hang out with. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, we're just like... She's the Netflix and chill of Fire Emblem, where you literally watch Netflix and chill while eating like 3 bags of chips. Like that's Ileana, so she would be a lot of fun to marry, I think. She seems like she's like the best friend wife, whereas Titania is like the strong, independent wife that you want to support, sort of thing. So either one of those I'd be down with. As far as kill, I suppose Soren. He's kind of... No. Maybe Shinon, because he's a racist piece of shit. I'm going to say my kill is Shinon, the sniper. There you go. Fuck, marry, kill. Titania will carry you out of a burning building. Yes, she will. I came back to some high-class conversation. We're doing Fuck, marry, kill Fire Emblem Edition. Let's see. Fire Emblem... just Fire Emblem 7. Blazing Sword. Fuck, marry, kill would be like... Okay, who would be the most fun of the recruitable... I'm not gonna say Sarah. I'm absolutely not gonna say Sarah. God, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Just all she does is talk about how great she is while you're just having sex. I'm so generous for doing this with you. Praise me more. Oh, Sarah, you treasure. No, I'm definitely not Sarah. You know, really no one fun is there in Fire Emblem 7. They're all prim and proper. Maybe Farina, the middle Pegasus sister. She's all like, you know, reckless, loosey-goosey sort of thing. Oh my god, Sarah voice. I need to go get my phone. No, I'll just look at the clock. All right. Once the clock ticks over, Sarah voice will start. on, clock. This lasts for, I think... Is it 2 minutes or 5 minutes? I forgot if I upped it. 5 minutes, okay. Just double checked. Okay, starting at 6:40. I will. Oh my god, I'm just like so generous for like having this conversation with you guys. So like, fuck, marry, kill Fire Emblem 7. Like, if I was gonna fuck someone, I'd want them to be like a lot of fun, you know? And so like, I don't really know who's fun. Maybe Farina from like the Pegasus Corps, because she's just like, she just like goes out there and gets it, you know? She's just like, she wants something, she's just like, okay, I'm gonna just go get it, you know? Like, she do not care at all about like social standards or anything like that. She's just gonna go out and like, she wants to like get some. She's gonna be like, look, I'm a mercenary, you'll pay me, and then we'll be happy, all right? And so I think that Farina would probably be the most fun of the cast of Fire Emblem 7 in a fuck, marry, kill scenario, so probably Farina in that case. And then as far as who I would marry, I would say the most responsible person in that cast would be like, gosh, I don't know, Sarah? Just kidding. I don't know, I feel like the other Pegasus sister, Fiora, is a good choice, because she's also kind of responsible and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. Just, maybe put our beds next to each other in Minecraft? Just kidding, unless... Oh my god, I'm just like so generous for letting you have sex with me. Oh my god, you don't even know. I mean, you could just talk her up about how generous she is and she'll get off to it. I mean, she probably would. She'd probably be like, oh yeah, talk about me more. Tell me how great I am. Like, she'd be easy to please, but like, you know, she's high maintenance. And like, that's, if you're just gonna like one night stand it, like, God, you really don't want high maintenance, right? Because then you're just like, this doesn't even like feel good, you know? You're just like, ew, just stop. But like, I don't know. Is that weird? Like, I don't know. Just like, we need Sarah to tell us who she would bang, marry, kill now. I know, right? So like, I would definitely bang Farina. Farina is really hot, and also I think she would do well at it, you know? Just like, really just go out there and get it. And then as far as who I would marry, I mean, obviously someone with a lot of money, because that's all I care about, because I'm Sarah, is how much money they have and how well they can take care of me. So like, obviously I'd pick Elowood because like, Hector is just sort of a moody little bitch. So obviously I would choose to marry Elowood because who else, right? Like, who the fuck else? No one asked. And then who I would kill? I'd definitely kill Matthew because he's a little shit. And like, all he does is annoy me whenever I'm trying to do my thing. He's just like always there. Like, oh my god. Just like, go away, Matthew. What the fuck? This has been Sarah, fuck, marry, kill, Fire Emblem 7. Merlinus would probably have more gold. Well, yeah, but he's like ugly. Someone as beautiful as Sarah could not be seen someone next to someone like that, you know? Like, it's just like unimaginable to me. It would just be way too devastating, you know? Like, ugh, could you imagine the trauma and pain of it all? Ugh, god. Okay, now fuck, marry, kill, Fire Emblem 7 for actual though. Probably, yeah, like I said, maybe Farina would be a good choice. Trying to think of the rest of the cast. Oh my god, I would absolutely marry Rebecca. Rebecca is just too cute not to marry, you know? Like, she would be the wife that you're just like, you're adorable, and that's all that matters. And she'd be like, I'm doing my best. And I'd be all like, yeah, you are. You're slaying it, girl. And, you know, I think Rebecca would definitely be my choice. Totally not biased or anything against cute girls or whatnot. Absolutely marry Rebecca. And then as far as who I would kill from the cast of Fire Emblem 7, honestly, let's see. Oh, it's already been 5 minutes. All right, so I'll wait until like 6:46. Let's see. Who would I kill? I'd probably kill Raven because he's a whiny little bitch who just is all like, revenge, grr, I'm a big strong boy. And like, he makes his sister cry and stuff and like worries her and shit. And like, that's not cool, bro. You're not allowed to do that. Like, who do you think you are? Am I right or am I right? Like, just like protect your sister and like, that's all that matters. Like, fuck off. So yeah, I would absolutely kill Raven. Oh my god, Ileana, you're so... Your level up was so good! Oh my gosh! It's incredible! Yes, queen! I need to get more of the items around the desert. Oh, it's 6:46 now, alright. Sarah has been redeemed. I sense something. Must be my imagination. A female cat. Splendid. I've not seen your face in these parts before. Yeah. Where did you come from? Oh, I see I've startled you. My apologies. Who are you? If you wish to learn someone's name, isn't it polite to introduce yourself first? I am Leth from Gallia. And I am Stefan. I live here in this desolate wasteland, playing at being a hermit. Is that so? Well, don't let me interrupt your life. Oh no, please don't worry about it. Oh, I won't. And? What? Why are you standing there staring at me? I'm interested in Gallia's beast tribes. Fascinating, really. I have an idea. Can we go somewhere and talk? I don't think so. Why not? My companions and I are in the middle of a battle. I've no time to chit-chat with you. Very well, then I will help you. And once this battle is finished, you'll have time to converse, yes? I suppose, perhaps? Right, off we go then. What sort of lunatic have I found now? Oh, you. There should be a white gem somewhere along here, if I'm not mistaken. I don't recall if there's something over here, but we can check. Basically, we want Soth everywhere at once, which is just not going to happen, so... we'll set Nethany to intercept here. Oh, Stefan. Let all the enemies around you are dead. You can talk all you want. Right? Like, oh yeah, don't worry about us, girl. You're good. Don't worry about it, Leth. You can talk to the strange man all you want. We're not gonna stop you. She's just like, please, Ike. I know I've treated you with scorn, but please, not this. We're like, bye. Let us know when you get back to camp. We're leaving. Oof. Very interesting. So we give you an extra kill. You might actually level up from this, which would be neato. Just saying. Ma'am? Ma'am. Ma'am, no. Ma'am. Ma'am. You're dead now, ma'am. Yo, we leveled up. Give me the sick growths, bro. Anyway. The only reason I use salt is because these growths are amazing. Alright, you do not move. And you also do not revert back, so... You are just a person with whom we must interface with. Congratulations, you've been mamjicked. Loser. We could give this to Jill, actually. She might deserve it most. So if I'm not mistaken, there is a item above this arch that I can get. It's like in this relative area. I think there's an item around this like little hump in this relative area. We got the Shine Tome, which is around here. We also got the coin, which is around here. We got the Guard Scroll. I think there's something along this edge, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's all coming from memory and less about knowing for sure. The best item is there. Is it boots? But yeah, don't ma'am-splain to me where everything actually is. I'll decide what I leave and what I don't. I will ma'am-splain it to myself. Because if I really wanted to know, I'd just Google it, you know. Like, psh. We're fine. So how you doing, Marm? Pretty sure the white gem is like along there somewhere. I think this is a statue frag. Now I'm thinking about it harder. Statue fragment. Right, Kieran, you're never making it to the front line before I'm done here. So yeah, the victory condition is defeat boss. Oh, this was just a coin? Okay, well, rip. Let's go ahead and get the rescue drops ahoy. Get him rolling. Ma'am? Okay. Alright, we're not going to be using Reese at all, so let's go ahead and start diverting heals off over to who said Marth? Mist. Jeez. The Mars! Let's see here. Also, seek out a heal. You two are perfectly fine. Okay. Oh, I don't actually have my my sound alerts active right now. Rip. Oh well. They'll be active tonight when I go back live again. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Okay, but what if I shoved so close? What would you do about it, huh, punk? Maybe a little bit further over here, I don't know. Best item in the game confirmed. Let's go ahead and continue the rescue drop train. The boots, they're here. They're under the floorboards. Seize them at once. Oh, hey, let's turn back. I mean, she's had plenty of time to chat with Stefan at this point. I'm sure she's, you know, she's fine with everything. Okay, well, I guess we don't need to wait for the physics staff. We just got that right away. So these the boots after deep frying them. The deed is done. It's over. It's done. Let's just go ahead and Drop south here to take care of this. Clear up my misconceptions about this map. Now, I'm pretty confident that I did get everything. At least I remembered where everything was. Oh, maybe it's a little further up, mayhap? Mayhap? So I know if you don't stick a cat here, you get the soul caddy on its own. Or the vague caddy, sorry. Like soul caddy, lol. But I'm pretty sure there's a white gem up here. Which is a lot of buddy. Which a lot of buddy translates into even cooler weapons. Let's just stick you here. Nope. There. I am maybe sorely mistaken here. I'm not going to spend more than too many turns here. If I don't find it this turn, I'm going to just bring South down to the bottom. Okay. I have forgotten where'st that might be. We'll try again. Bab. Bab, please. Okay, that was a statue fragment. I was correct about that. Alright, let's start killing you. My cat friend.
My companions and I are not thieves. I'm sure you could not care less.
I'm sure Soren himself could not care less. I'm sure Ike cares. Soren, on the other hand, he's kind of a dick. No, I wouldn't mind giving this kill to Neff. It'll take a couple turns for us to take him down, so no worries. No worries at all. Anyone else to cure? Not really. Guess we'll ward staff for some experience then. It's the only reason she's really carrying it is just because she can use it on turns where she's got nothing better to do. Okay, they have a unique conversation, so I'll go ahead and trigger that. Let's bring you back up, actually. Maybe I'm groggen. Zoopal Spear, though. I know, right? What you say is true. If you really aren't bandits, then stop fighting. If this is some kind of mistake, we can talk it over.
I would fall for that trick. That's how your kind always deceives and traps us. Here I come.
Hey! Hey, dude. Don't be a dick. I just want to talk it out with you. I think if you fight him with either Leth or Mordecai also, they will have a unique conversation. But Leth is all the way over here, and I'm like futzing about for this white gem that I'm convinced exists, but might not actually exist. They do exist. Ba-da-da. White gem, that's me. That is you. Are you under the sand somewhere, Gem? Do I need to, like, dig you out? Are you in need of an adult? Perhaps. Can I interest you in being dug out of the sand? Okay, so we can finish it this turn. Let's get one more cursory look here. I was pretty sure it was a 2-tile wide thing, but at this point I'm pretty sure I've also, like, crossed everything off with soap, so... No. We just won't get it then. He dodged my magic. So we're playing Battleship up there. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, fine. We'll wait one more turn. Move south again. Because this is where you get the vague caddy. I could have sworn it was this 2 tiles that had the white gem, but I might be mistaken. What did I fucking just say? Oh my god! Maybe I didn't put south in that 2 tile. What did I fucking just say? Let's go! Oh man. What does the white gem do then? It sells for 10,000 monies, which is approximately 2 weapons from the forge. And we like weapons from the forge, don't we, Gem? Yes. Sure, why not just Ward Staff again to level up Mist? Why not? Magic and speed. Nice. Her magic is very high, which is... You love to see it. You really love to see it. Alright. Alright, Nephany. Show us what Zoopal's spear can do. Do it. No! 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 Don't do it, Didi! No, Didi, don't press that button! Good job, Neff. Speed and defense, sure, I'll take it. We might end up using the energy powder or whatever on her, just so she gets more strength. We lose. You're the leader of this band, aren't you? Yes, I am. I'll resist you no further. Take me with you or execute me here, I care not. But my companions, would you let them go, please? No, I won't allow it. Huh? I won't let you take Muarim. Stay back, little one. You are not supposed to expose. If you want Muarim, you'll have to kill me first. Yes, he is a Bjork child. I claimed him when he was little more than an infant. He has nothing to do with us subhumans. Stop lying! I'm here because I want to be. Who's the leader of the Lagoo's Emancipation Army? I am. You're a big jerk, Muarim. Trying to cover for everyone and get yourself killed. I won't allow it. Little one. Hey, I don't care who the real leader is. The Lagoose who calls himself a subhuman is protecting a kidnapped Bjork who claims to lead the Lagoo's Emancipation Army. Do I have that right? Because if I do, I have absolutely no idea what any of you are talking about. Would someone please tell me what is going on here? Me too, Ike. Me too. What's with the sass? Yeah, for the second time, Ike is just like, who's the sassy lost child? Alright, please go over that again. It's been customary throughout Benyon's history to keep Lagoos as slaves? That's right. But that's in the past now. 20 years ago, all slavery was outlawed, and all Lagoos were freed. As far as the general public is concerned, that is exactly what happened. So there's a portion of society that is willingly breaking those laws? Commoners obey, but there's still many Lagoo slaves in the houses of nobles. Muarim and I brought this to the attention of the senators, but they would not listen. So we gathered other fighters. We break into the homes where slaves are kept and help them escape. Of course, the nobles can't let this be known publicly, so they brand us as thieves, turn us into wanted outlaws. Alright, I think I understand your motives, but you're not going to solve the basic problem this way. We know that. But we can't give up on and leave them in chains. We can't and won't. Do you mind if I try to help? Well, this sort of Bjork behavior is something that's been bothering me. I think there may be something that I can do. Dun dun dun! Holy shit, rich people break the laws? Wow, how interesting. This could never happen in real life. Such video game, much wow. Naysala, stop this foolishness. Where are you taking me? Tell me! It's only a little farther. I'll tell you once we've arrived, just as I promised. I left no word with Tybarn. If I had known we were coming this far, I would have left a message. Well, rip you, Rayson. Rip you, my dude. Here we are. This is what I wanted to show you. Look below you, Rayson. What do you see? What? What is this? How is this possible? What happened here? Nani? This is Serenus. Is this what you're trying to tell me? This colorless vista? These cracked and withered branches? These lifeless trees? This is my forest? In the ancient tongue. It's been many years since I last heard it. You can still speak it. The voice of the forest is still. Why? How did this? It's been like this since your clan's been gone. The area near the entrance is especially bad. They used fire. Most of the trees are dead. Unforgivable. How can they do things like this? Cursed humans. What did this forest do? What did my clan do? Humans hold all the goos in contempt. And in the same way, they hold all of nature in contempt as well. They think everything exists for their pleasure and betterment. They are beneath contempt. Nisala, it appears I have misjudged you. I called you a groveling toady to humans and labeled you a traitor. I was overly harsh. I apologize. Not to worry. I engage in occasional commerce with humans. That much is true. The more pressing issue is the growing darkness. You can return to Phoenicia's tomorrow, can you not? I'm certain that some noble has a villa in the area. At this time of year, it's almost certain to be empty. I suggest we borrow it for the evening. You would sleep in a human building? Think about it. Birdfolk like you and I have no night vision whatsoever. If we were discovered by humans, they would surely overwhelm and capture us, right? I see your point. Very good. I'll go stumble around until I find something to eat. Please, make yourself comfortable. Naysala. Yeah? Thank you. For everything you've done, I appreciate it. Don't be ridiculous. We're old friends, are we not? Right you are, old friend. Like this if you cry every time. Is everything in place? Yes, Duke Tanash cannot sit still. He's literally quivering with anticipation. It's not pretty. I bet it isn't. Just make sure that mountain of suet stays hidden. If Rayson catches so much as a glimpse of his bulk, he'll take wing. Understood. Now, time to put on the finishing touches. This, too, I do to raise up Kilvass. Rayson, please don't judge me too harshly. That being said, I'm sure you will. Oh well, such is life. Enjoy your new one, old friend.
Fucking snap your neck, Naysala. Motherfucker.
Chapter 16, The Atonement.
What is this? Who are you? What have you done with Nysala? Oh, this is something everyone should see. There be no doubt. I gaze upon the last living wonder of the Serenus royalty. These golden locks. Witness how they gather in the morning sun and multiply in brilliance. The gentle lustre of those argent rings. Manifest proof of the royalty. As such as I am alive. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. A true work of art wrought in flesh and feather. All this beauty, mine. The fortune I paid the Raven King seems like a pittance compared to this treasure. What? Nysala sold me to you? You are exquisite, even in rage. Now, if you behave yourself, I'll grant you a life of luxury. Ow, my nose, my beautiful nose.
Bishop Oliver, you weak freak, you'll pay for that.
No, you mustn't harm him. You mustn't rustle a single feather of those gorgeous wings. My beauty, you must have been frightened. In time you will come to see how kind and charitable a master I can be. This is madness! Oh, so frightening, how delicious. But I fear that we must now be separated for a short while. Loyal servants, attend my words. You will not raise a hand to this one. Prepare his meals with care and do not disturb his rest. I would not see his countenance marred by displeasure. Parents, you see, are quite delicate things. And then at the proper time, yes, the proper time, when will it be? I say to you, those haughty senators and their ilk have looked down their noses at me for the last time. I shall show them all who I must be. I must have a grand stage, one where none can fail to see me. The Serenus royals are creatures of legend, and when I arrive with one at my side, oh, I can hardly wait to see Ducados' face. Nysala, you wretch! Curse your eyes! How dare you do this to me?
Rayson, I understand. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Holy shit. Manal Cathedral. I've brought him.
Well done, Ike. I shall see that you are well rewarded.
Where's your usual entourage? I see only 2 of your holy guard.
Oh, there was some sort of disturbance. I think they're clearing away the rabble. But on to business. Is that one there the ringleader of the thieves? Why, he's nothing but a child. Has he offered up any kind of defense for his deplorable actions?
We're no thieves. We're trying to free the Lagoos that these filthy aristocrats hold in captivity.
What manner of absurd fairy tale is this? In the year Benyon 624, Apostle Misaha, my honored grandmother, emancipated every last Lagoo slave. In accordance with her law, today there is not a single slave to be found in all of the Benyon Empire.
You lie! Countless noble houses even now keep Lagoos as servants or entertainment. Or worse. And the Senate, those vast windbags grant tacit approval by doing nothing.
That's enough. I told you to keep a cool head.
But...
Ike? Why ever would you bring such an ill-mannered rogue to meet me? What is it you're planning?
If anyone's planning something, it's you.
Really? And what could you possibly mean by that?
Your last mission showed us the slave trade, and now you've put us in contact with an underground emancipation group. From the very beginning, I found this whole arrangement a bit odd. You have more vassals than you can use, yet you hire us for these missions. Your motivations have me puzzled.
Oh, I see. And have you solved this puzzle of yours?
You want to expose the depravity of the inner circles of power.
But you don't want the general public to know that the majority of the Senate is involved in slavery. And to think I thought you were as untutored as a wild monkey. You're actually quite bright. I didn't figure it out myself. I have companions whom I trust with my life. They helped. Hey, hold it. What in the world are you talking about? Would someone like to explain this to me? The Apostle is aware of the Lagoo slavery. On top of that, it appears she intends to do something about this problem. Are you serious? I am. However, whether I succeed or fail depends largely on what you do next. So be it. I think it's time you told us about the next job you have lined up for us. I've received reports that Bishop Oliver, the Duke of Tanas, is up to something suspicious. Duke Tanas has a villa near the woods of Sereness. Go there and return with irrevocable proof of whatever he's doing. If you succeed in this, I promise to support your Princess Elincia with all the power at my command. We'll bring you back whatever information it is you're looking for. Be ready for us. Hell yeah, let's go kick some ass! Ike, I'd like to report the results of our last battle. There were no deaths and no injuries beyond our capabilities to heal. Everyone performed exceedingly well. That is all. By your leave, if you will excuse me.
No worries, Soren. Alright, who we got? We got Muarim. Muarim. Little one. How was it? Were you treated roughly? Did they attempt to punish you?
Nah, it was nothing. The Apostle? I thought she'd be some mean old hag, but she's just a kid. Really, she's even shorter than I am.
Little one, you must lower your voice and watch your tongue.
What? Why?
Rest easy, Muarim. Everyone in this room is with me. The Apostle has no ears here.
That is good.
Muarim? Speaking ill of the Apostle here is considered treasonous. Keep it up and they'll kill you or threaten to.
What?
Little one, while we are here, please choose your words with more care than you have shown. I beg of you. Right, I understand. For Lagoos, you seem to know more about the court etiquette here than my fellow Bjork Tormod. Bah, that's cause I don't know much about anything of this stuff, that's all. It is no matter, little one. Like, the reason I am familiar with customs of the Benyon nobles is I myself was once a slave.
What?
Oh no. For generations, my family served as slaves to one house. They were wealthy and powerful, senators all. As a child, I was raised never to question my station as a slave. From the day I was born, the most grueling physical labor was as natural as breathing. I knew nothing else. To ensure we were liked by our masters, we were drilled in the etiquette of polite society, till it became second nature. We were slaves. We did what we could to live as long as we could. The most important thing was to not incur the wrath of our masters. If we displeased them, we were punished. If we were lucky, we were beaten. If we were unlucky.
Muarim, that's enough.
I am sorry, Lord Ike. If a former slave like myself is present, all of you will be judged, scorned, and looked down upon. I came here to ask if you would take care of something for me. I would like you to take care of the little one.
Why would you say such a thing?
You were born a Lagoo slave. You're not allowed to be free? That's not right. That's why we promised each other we'd change all that. We made a promise. Lagoos like Bjork, we'd build homes and plant fields. Families would live together in peace and freedom. That's what the world we dreamed of. That is a dream that belongs to us as former Lagoo slaves. We don't need the help of another Bjork like you.
What?
Little one. Does it really warrant that much concern? Oh? Since I first arrived here in Benyon, it's something that's been bothering me. If you're born into a noble house, you're a noble. If your parents are slaves, you're a slave. Do you think a person's worth is decided at the moment of their birth? I can't understand a country where that passes for normal. I just can't. Those don't sound like the words of someone working for Princess Crimea. Princesses are princesses because they're born into royal families, right? Are you going to deny that? No, you're right. Valencia, she is a princess. I don't think we've treated her with more respect than any other employer we've had, but... Funny. We've addressed her as princess the entire time, but I've never really considered what it meant. From where I stand, I think you've been blessed. You were born a Bjork and raised in a country with a lenient social structure. That's an enviable life. It's so hard, no matter how hard I try, I'll never fully understand your pain. But listen, I didn't treat Valencia any different after I learned of her heritage. I'm not going to think of you or treat you differently just because you used to be a slave. It's not going to happen. You're you, and I'm free to think of it that way if I want, right? More, there's nothing anyone can do about your past, about the burdens you carry. And I know I don't know everything that's going on, but you shouldn't be trying to push Tormod away either. He's dedicated to you, and being with you is his choice. It's part of his freedom. I see now. I will go and find him. If meeting those in the temple is uncomfortable, I can go and bring him back. What do you think? No, I can do it. I have a good nose. Tracking the young one's scent while avoiding other Bjork is an easy task. I see. Never mind. May our friendship be true and enduring. I share your sentiment. Our troop will have you for as long as you wish. Thanks, after school special life. What the? Who are you? How long have you been a member of my troop? I joined after the battle in the sands. My name is Stefan. I apologize for not introducing myself earlier. Why are you here? In part, it's because I'm curious. But mostly, it's the guiding hand of fate that has led me to you. Huh? In the desert, I watched the dance of your sword. You have a unique style, but it is incomplete, filled with hesitation. You have recently lost your teacher, no? Luckily, your foundation is quite strong, which is why I can be of service. Your technique, how powerful will it be when perfected? I would like to know. Who are you? You can learn the dance of blade from me without knowing my history, can you not? What say you? Let your heart decide.
We're gonna hit the books.
I understand. If you can help me perfect my technique, I will gladly accept an invitation to learn from you. Then prepare yourself. Come, attack me with all your strength. Hey, we got an occult scroll, baby. Again, those are important. Any other supports? We have Rolf Marcia. Incredible, you hit the target 26 times in a row.
Well, my goal was 30.
That's a lofty goal, and you came close. You're becoming an impressive archer, Rolf.
But I can't afford to miss a single shot in battle. The man who taught me how to fire a bow told me that once. Can't be happy with just 26 hits.
You push yourself too hard, Rolf. That's admirable.
Aren't you strict with yourself, Marcia?
What, me? Of course. I'm stricter than a poached egg on toast. Be firm with yourself and others. That's what the first officer in my old unit told me. But you're still...
A child? I'm not a child. Those days ended the instant I took my first life.
I suppose you're right. You've had to grow up fast traveling with a group of hardened sellswords like this.
Do you worry about me because I'm young?
Well, sure. Who doesn't?
Well, stop it. I could take care of myself. I've grown strong.
True enough. Sorry if I underestimated you. We have a Mist and Jill here as well. What happens if you say no? You just don't get the scroll. Does that taste good, Jill? Yeah, it's really good. Why?
Because I made it. I'm glad you like it. You made this? Yep, it's called Mist's Magical Meatloaf. It's chock full of stuff that's good for you, especially when you're sick. You look sad and you never eat, so I thought this would make you feel better. You're worried about me? Why are you so nice to me? I'm a day in soul. Stop. Please stop saying that. Why? It's true. Because it makes me feel bad. That's why. You're always saying, I am a Dayan soldier, everyone should hate me, blah blah blah. You're not a bad person, Jill. I want to be your friend. And you make it really hard. My friend?
Jill doesn't understand friends. I want an Ileana support, because Ileana's always fun.
Ha! Today is going good. I'm feeling lucky. Maybe I'll meet someone to duel. Maybe my true arch rival. Ah, you scared me. Sneaking up behind me like that, you're a crafty one. Sorry. Please let me pass. Huh? Oh, sure. Excuse me. So, do you want to duel? At dawn, perhaps? I love dueling at dawn. Never mind, it wouldn't be much of a challenge. You're looking a bit sickly. Sorry, I'm feeling weak. She looks so fragile. Maybe I should watch her back, just to make sure nothing bad happens to her. Oh well, back to sword practice.
Yeah, I love Mia. She's way too she's happy-go-lucky. Hey Momo, what's up? Oh my god, my BFF Jill. TISNF. That's what's yes, Danief. Let's see. Anything we can just deposit? We don't have any light magic users. Just ditch that for now. We're about to lose our pointy stick, which is unfortunate, but well, sometimes that's just how it be, you know? Anyone else pick up anything fancy? I don't like the Demi Band very much. Hormod is actually a really good mage, except you just get him so late. He comes with built-in boots, which is actually quite good. So his movement's actually 7, which is kind of insane. But you get him so late that it's just like, eh. He would be a good replacement if, like, Soren had really sucked, because he actually comes with a decent wind magic rank of D. He's also your best fire mage compared to the others. Like, Ileana is the thunder mage, Soren is the wind mage, so you get the option of a fire mage who's slightly better at wind, so I'm assuming he's Soren's replacement if you wanted to replace Soren. But I don't think I do. Oh, +2 movement is so good, although on a mage it's not that great. We could use stat boosters on him to make him more competitive with the rest of my team, but, like, we've already invested a lot into Soren. Like, I don't know, man. But chat, it's time to forge another weapon. Alright, so the question becomes, do we want a bow? The options are steel bow, fire magic, or steel spear, because we're about to lose our pointy stick. Those are the options. Those are called feet deer. Shut up, Jeb. Do we want lance, bow, or fire? Fire magic. Call it sick burn. Hope you got burn heals, punk. Dude, really? Yeah, I guess magic does ramp up a lot when you start raising its power. Alright, with 7 there, we can spend a little bit here and there. Sort of buffing it. I don't know if I want to spend 7k on this. 2, 3. 7 damage versus 6. Is 2,000 gold. Stay at 6 then. Just buff it in little ways. 5,000 gold is kind of what I shoot for. I would love to change the name of this weapon. Alright, this is Sick Burn. We could also name it Your Mom, which would also be a sick burn. Just got hit by your mom! Oh, shit! Alright, Sick Burn can be in the convoy for now. Now, maybe we will use Tormod. Really need a long sword while we still have a regal sword in play. Because wind isn't really that great of a weapon type, right? It's just sort of, it weighs the least. It's just extremely weak. It's barely better than a base level fire tome, and this is rank 2 of wind magic. So, like, what is Soren really contributing here for me? He's barely doing very much damage. He might trick proc Adept every once in a while. Sure, he's got, like, decent speed, skill, and magic, which mostly his speed has been down to the fact that he has the Thief ring equipped. Like, he's gotten incredibly lucky with magic growth. But versus Tormod, who's 6 levels lower, right? Like, that's not an insurmountable gap for Tormod. But he's also got a more useful weapon type in fire. And he already can use the magic that Soren can use. Comes with +2 movement range. Like, no, maybe Tormod is just straight up better than Soren. Did I ever think about that? Maybe I didn't. It's probably also just straight up better than Ileana, if we're being honest. Ileana's speed leaves a lot to be desired. But she's my favorite, so yeah, I guess we're gonna replace Soren. Rip Soren, the time has come for you to peace out. What we really need is probably you to have the Thief Band then, because that'll help with your speed growth, which is going to be what you need for fire magic really going forward, because it weighs more. Do we want to boost anything? Boost your magic? I wouldn't mind giving the Speed Wing to Ileana. Basically in that phase of the stream where I'm just doing a bunch of inventory management. Alright, dude, Rolf, we're keeping you around because you're funny. Mia could stand to have more strength. You could stand to have more strength, honestly. You're doing 8. You could stand to have more strength. Probably you more than most. I think I will use the Speed Wing on you. Anything else I'm really wanting you to have? Not really. You could also stand up more strength, but you're just a Pegasus Knight, so, like, whatever. So yeah, I think Nethany deserves the strength up, so we'll do that. Sort of balance out some of their shortcomings. You don't really need skill, because you're never actually attacking, you just... all you need is magic and speed. That's really all you need, Mist, so... whatever. Soth exists as a character, still. Nice. He's actually, like, not bad at all. He's actually kind of incredible. He's better than some of my other units that are actually combat-focused units. Dude, when we get better knives, dude, Soth is gonna fuck people up. We're gonna get the stiletto soon, and, like... dude, Soren is contributing his sass. I mean, that is true. Yeah, so Soth is a meme, but we're going to use him anyway, and he's actually turning out to be quite good. Jill is actually doing fine. Don't mind that. Dude, Stefan, though, like, you gotta use Stefan, dude. He's just too good. He comes with his own unique skill. S-rank swords, he's got an S-rank sword. Like, he's just so overpowered. The people who designed this were just like, yo, what if we threw in, like, the super overpowered sword master that you need to set a specific one of 2 units on a very specific tile in the game to get, but he was, like, super OP.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Let's see. Rolf is just incredibly bad right now, but, like, come on. Cut him some slack. He's just a baby. Anyone else I really want to buff here? Not really. That leaves Tormod to absorb some of these buffs as someone coming from behind to try to catch up. So I wouldn't mind giving him a boost to his magic. Imagine if we gave him the boots too. 9 movement mage? What? Given that he has more movement, I think he's going to be more prone to being on the front line, so we're going to give him more defense, more magic. And honestly, if we have a Seraph Robe just chilling around, I wouldn't mind giving him some more HP either. 9 movement mage, I think you mean nuclear warhead. Pretty much. Hey, Ashen, welcome back. Lemlo. We can give you a statue fragment, sure. Congratulations, you're now a little bit hunkier, Tormod. We'll also give you the skill book. There. Do we want to go full meme? Like, I'm already memeing super hard, right? Like, what are the benefits of this? We have a 9-move mage. He will get... I'm probably going to give him stabs. The mages in this game promote, they get the choice of gaining the ability to use stabs or knives. Knives are just sort of shit in general, so I always go stabs. If he gets a lot of strength growth, though, we might end up going knives. Be like, he can stab a few people. But, like, why wouldn't you just use magic? So yeah, he will have stabs, so he'll be a 9-movement staff user, which is faster than any horse. He will have access to C-rank fire magic right away, D-rank wind magic, E-rank thunder, but we have arm scrolls, so we could bump that up to a D-rank thunder as well, if we really wanted to. Or we could go even higher on fire and make it B-rank fire right away, which I believe allows him to use Meteor, which we're going to get a tome for pretty soon. You should give the boots to Gatre, super mobile armor unit. Yeah, normally I give the boots to, I usually give them to Nethany, because she is my mobile fortress. She's got most of the benefits of an armor knight while having the, like, abilities of, you know, a standard frontline melee infantry unit, like, say, a Myrmidon or something. And she comes with the bonus crit and the best weapon type in the game, so it's just like, I usually give them to her because she's my mobile fortress, kind of like what you're talking about. She would also end up with 1 more movement than Gatre. But other times I might give it to, like, Marcia to have, like, a 10 movement rescue dropper. There's an argument for Mist being able to have 10 movement healing range. I almost never give it to Ike. Like, why would you give it to Ike? Like, those are the options I usually go for. I've never considered it just giving it to Tormod as a joke. Basically, he has a built-in double horse. I think that's pronounced Gundam, ma'am. Yeah. I'm committing full meme. We're using Rolf, we're using Soth, we're using Tormod with boots, we're using Ileana, like, full meme build. Except that most of my units are actually quite good. Rolf is a bit of a joke, but Soth is actually, like, incredibly good. Like, hot damn. Alright, I think we're gonna give you some bonus experience then, just to catch you up. Could always restore a save state. Haha, funny, Jen. We're not playing on emulator, you know that. We ain't no emulator biatches. Yeah, I mean, I did want him to have more defense, so, like, that's fine. Because if he's got 9 movement, he's gonna end up on the front line or on his own quite a bit. So, like, honestly, extra defense, extra HP, extra speed, I'm down for that. I think that's as much as we push him, though. We could push him up to 12, but, like, could top off some of these other units if we need to. Honestly, Rolf probably just needs to promote right now, otherwise he's falling off like incredibly hard. Do we have any other things we can assign? Just Guard, which is, in certain conditions, nullifies an enemy attack. We could give that to Tormod. Oh, never mind, he can't fit it. I feel like the people that benefit from Guard are like Titania, people that can't use their occult skills because their base skills are already covering it. Preventing it, basically. I could remove counter from her, of course, and just put in her soul ability. Her soul ability, which restores HP as the damage dealt to an enemy. It's basically an absorb, with a % chance to proc, but she would lose counter then, which isn't the most useful skill for her to have because she doesn't normally take damage, but we could remove Gamble and give Kieran Guard, which could be a good idea. I think we're keeping Blossom on Soth for now. Probably until level 12. If we want to push it, we might keep it on him until like level 15. But I would like to remove it and replace it with something more useful if I plan to use him as a meme. Because this just makes him better long-term at the expense of experience gain. Which means I have to feed more experience to him. Jill probably benefits from Guard. Nullifying an attack. Her low speed makes it so she gets doubled a lot, so being able to have 2 chances to prevent a damage might not be the worst idea. There's a copy of Radiant Dawn on the Goodwill website at the moment for $26? Really? It's insanity. Should pick it up and pawn it off on Amazon. Let's see. Dude, something smells like dinner, and it smells delicious. I'm just realizing it's almost 8 o'clock. I think I will give Guard to Jill. I feel like she would benefit from it. Just that little bit extra. Anyone benefit from counter? You might benefit from counter, actually. No, I'm looking at you. You don't have enough capacity to learn your occult skill, which is Astra. Unless I get rid of Vantage, which I really don't want to do, because Vantage is pretty good. But now counter is just kind of meh, right, with Vantage, because the enemy attacks, you get to strike first, you might just kill them. And then if they hit you, you have a chance to do damage again. No. I've talked myself out of that. I don't think I really disrespect counter, I'm realizing, as a skill. Like, I'd rather have Marcia not have any skills than give her counter. Just damn. Disrespecting. Did we already do our forge? We did do our forge. Let's go ahead and grab Sick Burn for our boy Tormod, which is more damage than all of those things. We'll grab a Thunder Tome and an Elwind. He is really good at using all of that jazz. Soren is not contributing at all. Dude, do we want to give you, like, Priest Band to improve your chance of, like, resistance growth? I mean, it's not like it matters, right? Because, like, I forget what Priest Band disincentivizes on level up. Probably Strength, if I had to guess. Or maybe it's, like, Defense. It's like, it gives luck and resistance, I'm pretty sure. But then it disincentivizes some other things. But, like, what else do I want him to grow besides, like, luck and resistance at this point? Come on. Rolf, you're just bad. Okay. I think we are ready to save. I am going to call this the end of this segment of my stream today. Because, again, it is getting close to 8. I cannot do the next chapter in 15 minutes. And I want to eat dinner before I come back at 9:30 or 10-ish to do some speedrun stuff. I'm going to be learning myself the Link to the Past glitchless any % speedrun. If anyone is interested in watching me figure out how to do that, that'll be in an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I will see you guys then. In the meantime, however, we're going to look for a raid target.